Hello guys. As I say, I won't play the games just because my arm's hurting. My left arm's hurting right now. Yeah, it may. Yep. What was I saying again? I'm going to binge watch some streams, some matches I haven't watched already. Yep. Can I? Let me share something. Mhm. Okay, anyways, hello guys, hello. Anyway, कोही छ who are there? छ भए यसो hello भनिदिउँ न. Hello अरे what the fuck, I'm a cringe man. Anyways, stream चाहिँ गरिदिउँ हैन, but not playing, not a gaming stream, just watching something. हात तेरे नचलाम भनेर के कसो एकछिन है chat.
And I love seeing the sky lately. Oh, I love it. So Boy's going to be possibly on that, and we'll see how that plays into Icebox.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen a lot from Andbox when it comes to bringing Vice out onto the Viper. But this, for Mata, we expect him to be playing the Raze. The interesting thing is Boy getting off of what he would normally play to jump on in to get this Sky into the mix. This is, well, again, we haven't seen them play this map in some time. Last time they did it was during an open qual.
What am I doing? एकछिन है guys, एकछिन यहाँ के मिलेन. Okay. No. So anybody there? कोही छ भए you can just say hello.
Right.
यो Icebox मा अगाडि नै पुगिसक्यो. One.
Such a satisfying skin. Little pops. All right, see what we can do with this. Goes around. A frenzy bullet takes him down, so he's got to play all these very tough angles. And he'll probably wait for a final run out here from somebody. They probably take spawn, and we just hang out here for now. So looking at what will happen for the second half, I hope we see that Ambox continues to kind of draw out utility from 100 Thieves. I want to see a little bit of that play, the long rounds here for Ambox, where they figure out what's going on, who's playing where, and then they execute. Because it seems like 100 Thieves is very quick to adapt and understand what a team's doing. So I want Ambox to be the first one on that.
And just to kind of throw maybe the opposite side to maybe also influence that conversation.
Absolutely.
Nitro, first time, Viper, that we've seen them play this a long time. how does Nitro want to set up? I think is another important conversation because we know that Vice is going to be very aware of the normal lineups when it comes to Viper and how they would want to play around that. So it'll be really curious, I think, to see how 100 Thieves want to set up. And this time they will put that wall down initially over towards A, and it's a 5-man stack, and it's going to be aggression, but the guiding light very well could potentially slow this all down. Mata moving quickly with the double blast pack move, but Hiko responds. So it's 1-for-1 exchange. Not bad overall for 100 Thieves. But you mentioned it. Andbox read the information and say, we're not interested in going to that full stack.
Yeah.
यो पिस्टल राउन्डमा चाहिँ हैन टरेट भयो भने यस्तो ल्याङ हुन्छ. Oh my god. If you play this, you would know the struggle.
A quick trailblazer in through the wall, making sure. So it actually gets taken down. So they do know there's a few more in the back of the site. And it's going to be the rush over towards A. So here we go. Info pull, B. Info pull, quick rush over. One trailer is going to be in kitchen. Nice job. And oh my word, what a tart from Hiko.
Paranoia that was sent out as well from Seb. So the geometry paying off from Hiko's COV. Oh my goodness. Timing perfect, but the spike still gets planted. Aldrun was still banked up. And oh my goodness, 100 Thieves are going to find so much information off of this. Lawson is going to come through mid to clear things up. Andbox are a little bit stuck. Vice is going to have to do something special, and maybe he just does enough. Finding a couple eliminations. It's Boy for a 1v2. No weapon advantage, but he does have a health pool advantage overall. Long range shots, beautiful on the Boy. And now a second gets Nitro from behind, and the clutch from Boy keeps Andbox on 2 in a row.
They played it so bad.
Those are much needed rounds here. 100 Thieves may have a playbook of how to play from behind, but hopefully we get to see how Andbox starts to strike from ahead at this point. We are going to see a few Spectres there still. Seb actually is able to get to his Phantom. He is just thinking about the cash money. And we have full util on that side. Looks like 100 Thieves are going to be able to bring the same thing to the table. Ultimate now for Boy, so they can suss out what's going on if they don't get info right away. Again, they should play a little patient here.
No Leers for Asuna. Will that maybe lend them to maybe trying to get a little bit aggressive here? Boy doesn't see anything with the guiding light. Aldrone scouts things out. Asuna will get aggressive. Tries to push forward, but does not have an opportunity to capitalize on the guiding light to push them back in place. Finds first blood. A huge engagement favoring Andbox through the middle of the map. And with that extra kill off screen towards the A site, they're going to move right into Ethan's pathway. But he does well to find at least one elimination. Staying safe in the dark cover. He could still contest this plan.
A little ahead of themselves there as they did not have full coverage on the back of the site. We see Ye get taken down, and now the retake here coming in from 100 Thieves slowly happening. Boy with a great spot. It's going to be the Ares coming down on him, but Hiko finishes that. Is good for one trade there. Looks like they are going to try to get back to the site now with Ethan starting.
Ethan's cleared off so much at the back of the site that Hiko should be able to freely rotate in. Toggles for the defuse. Beautiful read, but Vice responds. Now it's down to Hiko. Finds the first 1v1. Boombot needs to be destroyed. Hiko again, toggling for the spike. Gets the information on where Vice is planted, but he's got more snake bites to play with. Now has to hold it. Not going to get an opportunity. Vice easy. Third kill of the round for him. Andbox.
Viper Lawson baच्यो भने
their offensive half has looked incredible.
That would be the most annoying thing, man.
The execution, the decision making, I think is really turning the tide here in the last moments. We'll see a few frags happen that maybe shouldn't in the beginning of the round, but once they get the spike down, the post plant for Andbox has been super strong. They're leaving people that need to be alive with utility to keep people off the spike. A textbook in the end. You can't really get too crazy when you're playing against 100 Thieves here. If this is working, you got to keep using it here. We did see a few times they were getting ahead of themselves on Ascent. They kept walling up towards B, and 100 Thieves attacked that. Here, they're divvying up how they're taking A each time, so it's working for Andbox.
So the Aldrone does get a connection. This would be normally the time that Hiko pulled the Hunter's Fury. Yes! Finds another connection. First blood on the Seb. Again, this is an eco round for 100 Thieves. Oh, Mata, how do you get that one through the top of the toxic screen? Now moving aggressively! Oh my goodness, Mata! What in the world?
It's what you have to see. Honestly, when you're on these rounds and you're able to farm ecos, do not give your opponents an inch. If you know you can jump forward like that and you're going to take you're running through with each other. Look at his death ball right now. And they should be fearless. That's the kind of message you need to send on rounds like this.
Oh, and Mata, I mean, look, Yeah, it's versus just pistol upgrades. But this triple is out of this world. The first
That's a feel-good vibe
just
right
through
there.
the toxic screen, little plays, little trapeze artist, and then the snapper onto Hiko for a headshot, mind you. Unbelievable showcase of ability for Mata, who's now 20-11 with 4 assists.
He's feeling good. Awesome there at 13-13. It does seem like we had the Phoenix versus Phoenix, but the Raze versus Reyna here is definitely starting to take off a little bit, and he's going to do it once again. Flies through. Frequent flyer miles almost coming in for Asuna, and it's going to be Mata getting himself to safety here in a little bit of a maze on A as he keeps himself safe.
I wish, man.
They might actually back up and hit B with that pressure.
Steal.
Sorry, I'll get reply garna.
Stayed alive and completely concealed. Got the operator. Just switches off but finds the kill into Mata. And look at the information. With that, now all of a sudden 100 Thieves have rotated quickly over to B. Nitro and Ethan for a couple. That will actually deny the plant.
Nitro.
Good eliminations. Boy looking for information off the Trailblazer, but is the last one left alive for a 1v3. And is caught in a very weird spot through these containers. Not going to expect Nitro as close as he was. 3 kills for Nitro.
Nitro le mare ho rahe Ethan.
For a couple, that will actually
Asuna lai chai mare.
Pulling away from it is Ye, and as he does, finds 2 good eliminations. Boy looking for information off the Trailblazer, but is the last one left alive for a 1v3. And is caught in a very weird spot through these containers. Not going to expect Nitro as close as he was. 3 kills for Nitro. And that'll be a much needed round for 100 Thieves to get this to a 7.
मेरो नेट के भइरहेछ माथि कनेक्ट भइरहेछ हात देखेको like my arms hurting.
Very much needed round as we're getting closer to that 12th round for Ambox. This is a great place to start to attack the economy of Ambox. Get them off of this much money. You can see they're spending quite a bit to come in here, full util all around. So this one, if they do lose, they'll get that 1900 first round. So they may not be able to full buy next round. So we'll see if this is enough work by 100 Thieves over the past few rounds to make sure another win.
Pulling away from it is Ye, and as he does, finds 2 good eliminations. Boy looking for information off the Trailblazer, but is the last one left alive for a 1v3. And is caught in a very weird spot through these containers. Not going to expect Nitro as close as he was. 3 kills for Nitro. That'll be a much needed round for 100 Thieves to get this to a 7.
किन दुखेको थाहा छ
Win in their
कसरी
favor,
थाहा
put an econ hurt
भयो
onto
that
Ambox.
that
So
was
we're
my
gonna see
only
once again,
secret,
Chef.
man. No one should have known that. Okay.
The early Vipers pick going to come
You
down.
guys don't know what
do you
happened.
want to do with this
You guys are just
offensively if you're Ambox? Because you do have the ability to clear some of this with the Sky utility. So the guiding light came through first and foremost, and they're going to try to clear it. They're just going to push back Nitro at least a little bit. See if they can maybe find some information. There's the second guiding light to flash through. But actually, the push will stall. And a lot of it maybe just be considered the fact that Seb has gotten into a very good position mid-map to watch any rotations, of which point of contact is on the way.
I don't know what do you mean by that.
Seb, though, still caught.
I'm not sure what you mean by
the
that.
numbers favoring 100 Thieves defense.
I don't know really.
Just trying to get info everywhere, coming up with trades.
You guys
I
just
think they're
don't
realizing
know.
now that Ambox
guys
is
are
playing
just
a
guessing.
little safer, so they're
That's
able
what
to
I'm
get
saying.
these pushes while they're still in their spawn. Honestly,
Ooh.
when a team is pushed back that far, you're almost guaranteed to find 1 or 2 at a time because the angles that they're watching are so broad. Somebody's watching to the right, somebody's watching to the mid and to the left. So you're finding those trades back there. 100 Thieves is much more confident to say, let's find a few more because we'll probably only find 1 or 2 at a time. And there's more of us on a deep angle. So really well played there, just kind of textbook back and forth.
Another
Thieves felt they had confidence to push forward, and they did. There's that
no,
econ
man, the guess is just incorrect
here, so they'll try to get back in it as we get into round 19.
Your guess is just incorrect.
Should be round number 9 for 100 Thieves. Only a 25% win rate when it comes to light buy versus full buy for the and boxing. Also going to get aggressive.
Yeah.
Finding the first elimination.
सँग अघिदेखि हारिरहेछ 1 HP. Oh my god, अलिकतिले.
They're all ultimates to play with, including Seekers, if maybe Andbox can move far enough forward. And there they are. Steel will be scouted out by this. Tries to take a shot through the smoke first, but is going to be backed up. And going to commit not just the Vector, but also the Resurrection. But Steel able to find one in response. Now the lockdown to come through. Quick retake on the way here for 100 Thieves, but the wall should block a lot of this retake. Funneling 100 Thieves into one spot. 4v3 situation, still favoring 100T. But they've got to come through this Viper's pit and still clear to get a defuse.
There goes the lockdown. You have Sova's blind. You have Ethan's find. I'm sorry, either other way around, but they're coming in here with that dart, with that paranoia. There's a shot from
God, they are Viper. Oh my God.
And it looks like it's up to Ye now to find his way back in. It was going to be a tough one, but 100 Thieves just swarmed the site here, shit.
That's such a feel bad.
Just keep what's our
You're sitting in the corner. You're thinking you're safe. Steel's searching for information while still staying scoped in, and Vice right next to him. They literally could have hugged each other.
They were telling her
beautiful.
That was funny.
If only you could. The only thing that would
guess
be
it's
there right,
wrong,
is a scope
bro.
sound if there was one.
Yeah,
you'd be like,
absolutely.
oh wait, that sounds abnormal,
again, right?
but it's not there.
It's clicking in my
not.
head.
The
You're wrong.
secrecy, exactly. The clicking
It's
is
a
so much
Ramai
chamber
layer.
racking. Another 50 cal. 10 to 9 years. We coming around 20. Ambox trying to stave off 100 Thieves. We're coming back ever so slowly. Another push. It's not gonna happen though, shit.
And you have to get out of dodge here if you're Hiko. You absolutely cannot stay in the middle of the map anymore. You've got to essentially hard commit. Who are you going to trust to hold a site by themselves?
Yep.
Steel is actually just going to trust his sentry turret to hold on to A, actually. So this is a bit of a gamble here for 100 Thieves, but I don't know if they have a choice. I mean, this is a 3v4, and you have no idea where Ambox is going at the moment.
Doing a great job at divvying up what they're doing, keeping 100 Thieves thinking. Hiko trying to stay so he can be a transition between A and B right now, but it looks like he's going to start committing towards that one side as he leans heavily towards B. The smoke starts to come out. Paranoia there coming in from Seb as they try to commit slightly with the Viper's wall on B.
They have time to wrap this back if they want to, if you're Ambox.
Exactly.
And it looks like they might want to.
They may
They're considering it. Seb is going to work to the middle of the map, maybe to call things out, but now the Trailblazer's coming through, so this likely will stick towards a B execute. The only thing that's really kind of off kilter for this execute overall is Seb, but he gets found, and simultaneously Steel finds elimination. So now the numbers flip the opposite way. Numbers advantage here for 100 Thieves. Hiko still has a recon bullet as he earns it, and a shock dart to work with, but not even going to need it because Steel.
Okay. They were a singularity sheriff round.
Had some help from his friends, and we go tied at 10.
Singularity sheriff is just
I think
too good.
that one for Ambox,
Best
they take a little too long there to start getting in. They had a lot of positioning, a little bit of a fake plant, figure out what'll happen. But you hear the steel turret go up, right? So that means they're going to have trigger on anybody that comes around the corner. So it becomes a little bit more difficult then to assert themselves on that site, knowing there's probably a rotation coming over. I like the idea where you're thinking they are going to back up. I thought they would as well, but in comms like that, sometimes we will, sometimes we won't. All Trailblazer, it does seem like they got a little discombobulated, wanting to hit that. It leads us to our 21st round, all tied up shift, and it is going to be a pretty big eco here with a Phantom in the hands of Seb for Ambox.
And man, I don't want to harp on it, but I was about to say, like, is Seb the one carry? I mean, he's 4 or 16, not finding a lot of value with the Omen as of yet.
I mean, you do want that gun on someone that's going to be confident, that will want to take that shot. And, sometimes second guessing yourself is something that happens on the day.
Especially with Mata one off of a showstopper, that's going to be your biggest piece of kill potential going into this thrifty round here, as that Phantom was only just playing with Eco on the tack pause, but as we get out of it, things will go back to full Sheriff gameplay. It's going to be a really tough round here for Ambox. You got to find a first pick. That's just the only way you get through this, in my mind.
Honestly, Thrifties, they've been in their favor shift. They've been able to find some great shots with Ye starting off on a beautiful Sheriff, Mata being there as well with a few 3Ks. We'll see if they can start to creep in here themselves. It looks like 100 Thieves does want to give up a bit of that site, so they're ready for the retake. It's if it is Ambox ready.
Oh,
there it is, one from Mata to start us off.
But Ethan up top, it's a blender. He finds two, also another third.
Nice.
Boy and Vice. A little bit stuck. Asuna pushing forward, even
okay.
using the dismiss to check the corners. And well, Steel has found Vice. Mid-map, no chance to get out of there. A clean round for 100
Finisher
Thieves.
नै आउँदैन
Starts off
के
okay for
Yeah.
Inbox, but it's
चाहिँ
just so
भएन।
difficult when you're in between those little containers outside.
We need the finisher.
I like that. I like that a lot. But you could see as well, 100 Thieves seems like they felt
रमाइलो होस् न
comfortable
अलिकति
giving up
finisher
that
ले भए
space.
पनि।
They had an answer for
Finisher
something if
नै
anybody
हुँदैन।
was in there. And they did. Like you said, the blender was a pretty great description for it. 100 Thieves now take the lead.
But nice one, nice one.
on
उनीहरूले राम्रोसँग
this
खेल्यो
map.
त्यो
And it looks like they're going to try to keep
like
pushing this here.
ठिकै
There's a
हो
full buy
किनभने
from
त्यहाँबाट
both sides.
आएको
Round
उसले थाहा
22
पाउँछ
comes
तर
about.
नाइट्रो अलिकति
100
भित्र
Thieves
बस्यो
is
भने
looking to
नाइट्रो
put
पनि
this
बच्थ्यो
on series point if they can take this round.
यो पोजिसन खतरा यार
The paint shells and then the blast pack to get an angle, but
यो
not
पोजिसन
take
राम्रो
down
छ है
Asuna. You do have the showstopper to play with, but no double blast pack play going to be available, so don't expect that to be the execute tool here for Anbox. Same cross dissection Viper walls as well over towards B. Those are the exact same placements we had from the prior round, so be interesting to see if that will change some consideration up. Asuna feeling pressure has automatically hit into the Empress, and Anbox will take this time to retreat. Maybe let that expire before they want to execute.
Yeah. They're considering as well there's going to be a push mid. Hiko threw a very early owl drone down, which was usually followed by Asuna 90% of the time. So again, you can already see Seb going back to check to see if that's happening. And they actually don't cross sightline just yet. Asuna is pushed up with Empress, and they're looking to make some info plays here towards that mid side.
okay, बच्यो
What has he been with these essentially dry peaks?
okay खतरा
On the Sentinel, by the way. There is no escape tool. This is a lot of information off of sound here, though, as Inbox rotate through tube up to kitchen. Nitro already ready for it. Asuna an opposite angle, locking things down. Void does trade and gets through. Nitro with a couple shots, not going to get the better of Seb, so hold on a second here. 3v3 situation. Health pools are abbreviated across the board. But the one player that's fully healthy, Hiko, uses the shock dart to his advantage, takes
Nice.
down Boy. Next one coming through.
okay.
Hiko just spamming through the toxic screen finds this second time becoming a
Has to
problem.
plant it.
Seb has to plant, like mentioned, the paranoia will come through.
plan
And
गर्न
Hiko
नदिएको
will
हुन्थ्यो
find the easy
but nice
third.
one man
100 Thieves tested,
Khatra.
but still true. As they hold on to the B side and will put themselves
call a
on
pencil?
match point.
what do you call a pencil that doesn't work of course it's called pencil like without any lead but
Right
pencil
there
still a
is
pencil,
a
right?
great round to show why it
I don't
takes
know
so
if
much
there is
coordination
another answer
and
for it.
utility to take B. And it's
What
not
do you
to say
call it?
Anbox didn't have it,
Just
but
tell
how
me, I don't
long
know.
it needs to last. Where
come on bro that's not funny pointless re. Okay
it needs to go, right? All of it
Kinda
kind
makes
of
sense, but
thwarted
that's
by Hiko
stupid.
coming back for the soap.
It's
and two
stupid.
shock darts. I think that's why a lot of people will shy away from B.
Well, you
if
can
there's quite
say
a
it's
few to fight,
blunt
and we'll see the A
to
takes.
do.
There's more angles to work.
It's blunt
A
to-
few angles you can feel
yeah,
more
you know?
comfortable in while you play it. But B is that back to yellow, hold the site,
You can
or
call
take
it
a bunch
blunt.
of util in the face.
Yep.
And we saw that utilized there. 100 Thieves now shift on that series point.
This is do or die as well. I mean, we haven't talked about it a lot, but you just do not want to be in the lower bracket after the first round. But only the top two qualify
तर
for
100 Thieves
Iceland.
गएन मलाई थाहा छैन but
Sandbox.
still I'm watching this a
Backs
bit
up against the wall, but
a week
do still
late
have
but still
weapons
true.
to play with.
Eh.
Showstopper going to come through quickly
Ooh,
from
Mario.
problem. A little bit of self-damage, but he'll be okay. But
Oh,
no,
cha.
turns
Nice
onto him.
तर
A beautiful
Nice one.
second kill. Even though Nitro has the exchange, the Seekers will force him to give up some of the site. And he
अर्को पनि ल लेफ्टमा छ्या
Yay! Oh, he was only one away from being able to grab a resurrection, but that will be off the table. 3v3, have to hold on to this post planet for Unbox.
That Trailblazer alerts Nitro. One is inside. Sky tries to get away. Hiko drops 7 in the instant.
okay.
Hiko with the 3. Hiko looking for a 4.
Okay, nice, nice,
Shift.
nice, nice.
I cannot believe it.
खतरा
I want to say I can't either, but it's Hiko.
GG man.
Part of me says, I believe it. I mean, that's
Okay.
just, that's so good.
100 versus
I mean,
Sandbox.
Maps looking at 8-2 in their series. They are up there as one of the top teams.
मैले एक हप्तादेखिको मैले हेरेको छैन हैन अब बेन्च वाच गर्नुपर्छ यो सब सेन्टिनल भर्सेस V1 यो पनि अस्ति दिन हेर्नु मन थियो मलाई
Man, dude, of course we have to start on the infamous map for Sentinels, the Sentinels. Now, we're looking at the agent competitions, and to be completely honest, Sentinels, nothing is really going to change whatsoever. Maybe the only slight minuscule change, but even then, they've been doing it for a couple of matches. Zom's on that Astra. Keep your eyes on him, because he is going to be so instrumental. I mean, pros nowadays, Gus, we're talking to the greener about how everyone's complaining, like, there's no way to counter Astra, and Zom's, I think, is one of the best in North America when it comes to using Astra.
त्यही जम्प्स
It
खतरा
gets
खेल्छ
hard to make your way through, kind of like a
Zomps
brick
अनि
wall
Cloud9 को
wherever
cat
Zom is at,
होला
or wherever just
Cat
an
के कसले
Astra
खेल्छ
is. And
Yes,
I
Cloud9
completely agree
blue को
with some of the pros that are saying right now,
Cloud9 white
counterplay
होला
against
Yes,
Astra is
Cloud9
just
white
way
को
too hard right now.
female
So why not
girls
utilize
team
it? Sentinels, they've been kind of the
female team
pioneers of
खतरा छ
the
तिनीहरु
soul, the core
क्याट्सुमीले खेल्छ
trios and
क्याट्सुमी
whatnot in
कसले
terms of
खेल्छ
agent select. But we still have version 1,
Astra
who might make a couple of pretty weird changes. We're actually seeing a KJ and an
so
Astra combo.
HH on a tab
Yeah, typically when we
it's
last
not
saw
HH
version
it's
1 play
it's
Ascent, they
for
were
anime.to
running
man
Omen, and Penny
it's
wasn't
for
playing away, so there were
anime.to
two
you're
major changes.
you just have you're just dirty man you have dirty thoughts you dirty person
Is
Right.
obviously Vanity picking up the Astra instead.
There's
of
not
Omen,
HH
where
here.
Vanity gets a lot of
I don't
impact
watch
and a lot of
those,
output
like,
from that paranoia. And
everybody
Penny
watch
playing
those,
the,
but
moving from
I
the Jet to the Raze.
not now
I'm curious to see the
Not now.
dynamic because I feel
Let's
like now
not
we're
watch
seeing a
it
shift
on
away
stream,
from this
okay?
Jet operator, and you can play off basically on almost every single duelist. It feels
Yep,
like
you're the
nowadays. So
dirty
Penny
one,
picking
man.
up the Raze,
Dirty
there's a lot more
ass.
utility added to his kit. You can combo that
Dirty
alongside the
ass.
Astra. We talk about using the Gravels, the Nova Pulses, those Nebulas to combo utility.
you dirty
You've
dirty
got
boy
3 agents that can throw technically
dirty
deployable
one.
nades, right? Nanostorms, paint shell grenades.
यिनीहरूको गफ कति सुन्नु
And kind of expend could steal away a round or two. Going down right now.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see this battle between both the Phoenix because version 1 relies so heavily on that jet dash and the Phoenix run it back combo. So now that Penny's only playing has only a single blast back in this round, what's the entry style gonna be like? Well, it looks like V1 are gonna try
pick
and push
गरेर हान्छ
rotations
अरे यिनीहरू
towards the
पनि
mid-side. We can see 3 players
पिक गरेर कसले फाल्छ
dominated
त्यो
here,
मै
but
गर्दिनँ आजकल
by the looks of it, V1 have the intention of going to this A side, and this just makes the rotations a lot quicker for Sentinels. And these 2 players focused up here in Garden, both Sick and Zoms.
Wait, what
They're
happened?
gonna have to deal with 5 players coming from 2 different directions here in a second.
You're the dirty one, man.
Yeah, this one almost seems like almost like a bail. Sick wants to put down a little bit of a hot hands to delay time, but that recon bolt coupled up with the Nebula is gonna give at least version 1 back a free frag, and just like that, the plant goes in. Very fast rotation from Sentinels.
And look at the utility that V1 have. Hot hands. You have so many stars to use as well for this post plan. And 3 players approaching through heaven. Blast back to Dapper's face. He's down to 12 HP.
Bro, pro प्लेयरहरूले नै भने क्या त्यो त्यसरी पिक गरेर हैन यसो जिगल पिक गरेर फालेर गर्ने भनेर नत्र म भन्थे लाइक वाइट पिक गरेर फाल्ने हुँदैन नि जिगल पिक गर्ने फाल्ने अनि go in a safe spot. That's what you should do. They said pro players said this, okay, not me, and even they are not doing this. It's funny watching that.
This is a whole lot of damage from the V1 early.
Just a body shot would do it, but now in comes the rest of Sentinels.
God, 180 हान्छ टेन्सले
Still just trying to find that spike, really. Vanity now the
हान्ने
last person
बित्तिकै
remaining in
फर्किन्छ
the
हौ
3 after Penny goes down on a heap. That frenzy spraying your way, and the defuse still going in. Zome's just trying to act as a little bit of a meat shield, but Vanity is still fighting out.
What?
Takes down Shazam. He can delay now, so
they are playing so bad, man.
An explosive start from V1.
If you're the underdogs and you want to kick
Six
this map
HP,
off
man.
with a
What?
bang, well, you've
What
just done it. A quick 1v3 coming out from Vanity, the new IGL for version 1. Stepping up massively to get them that first round on the
Vanity,
board.
oh.
And Sentinels, that
Yeah,
retake was looking
Jadon
so good. Those double smokes
Flick
in
of the
front of Jenny
day,
to
not
try
a
to
flick,
isolate
man.
those spikes,
That's
but
not
then
a flick.
Vanity here, I mean, it's just the power of the frenzy. 13 bullets left, 20 HP.
How
on
is that a
Zoms,
flick?
Who has a ghost? You had such a huge advantage with that fire rate. In version 1, they net themselves the first here.
That's not a flick.
All right, like I said before, Sentinels.
यस्तो
Faster
annoying
rotations
हुन्छ
could be able to
यो
overwhelm that util, and indeed it
kills
did.
there.
Sentinels had full real estate of the site before you could even
okay
pick.
Woohoo!
Of course,
दुईजना डिङ
like
What?
back, you end
Two
up getting
dink.
frags, but now 10, same thing. He has that trusty sheriff right around the corner, but again, those SMGs don't want to go up in the close-up situation. Sick.
Oh my
Taking
god,
down
they're
Celsius with
just
hot hands,
too good
trapping
on
him in the
Sheriff, man.
corner.
शेरिफले
No, all of a
दुईजनालाई
sudden,
डिङ्क खाएको क्या
Sentinels, they
त्यही
have an
145
advantage.
ड्यामेज दिने
That's
चाहिँ
the
नराम्रो
danger
क्या
of being such a
शेरिफको
mid-centric team like version 1 they did in the pistol. They do it here
Still-
again. Is you have the possibility of just facing those sheriffs and a couple of dinks, tens.
I don't do math,
Finding himself one.
nor am I drinking
Loads
any
of damage
tea
here,
right
and
now.
Vanity, who will be able to recover another kill. Still though, if he's on 5 HP, this round isn't out of question. Shazam though alone might not want to get into such an isolated fight as the spike will go down, close and everything.
Sheriff is
It
not good.
Very doable
My
here,
man,
I'd
brother.
imagine, for Sentinels.
Dude,
Decent pressure from Shazam. Same thing from Dapper, just showing face early on. Let's see if they can get a couple of bullets through, but again, Shazam and Effie's. Both Sova's incredibly low. Effie's has no more util. Same thing with Shazam, though. It's just gonna have to come down to the dry battles. Shazam with a big one onto Effie's, though. Whippy in such a gray area goes out.
Oh,
and
shit.
Vanity in the back of A.
Dapperले अलिकति त्यो गरेको भए
And
जित्थ्यो
Whippy cleans up the last. So, okay, version 1, they clean it up. They're fine. They get themselves the second. But what is affected now, Sully, is the economy.
And we're seeing
Alikati.
very early impacts of the Astra. I mean,
Dapper
that
let
grab
the
well
set
to
नगएको भए
isolate, to kind of
जित्थ्यो.
pull the
Like,
main
अगाडि नै
focus of that
थियो भए
attack
चाहिँ
away.
गरेको भए.
Dapper was the only
गरेको
one
राम्रो
with
होइन,
that
but
Spectre, so to pull him away and out of that fight,
like
essentially,
that was bad.
very well done from Vanity, as comboed with that alarm bot. So you find yourself in a 1v2 with 2 players. You don't have to worry about your backside. Version 1.
शेरिफ मलाई चलाउन आउँदैन लाइक चलाउन आउने नआउने त कुरै होइन नि लाइक आयनको फ्यान्टम राम्रो छ अपरेटर राम्रो छ होइन शेरिफ त्यति राम्रो छैन शेरिफ राम्रो भनेकै रिभरको अनि त्यसपछि सिङ्गुल्यारिटी चलाएर थाहा पाउँछ कि लाइक चलाउने बित्तिकै हान्न सक्ला जस्तो लाग्नेवाला हो क्या लाइक यु नो एम बट जस्तै प्राइम भ्यान्डल प्राइम फ्यान्टम ओनी फ्यान्टम त्यस्तै शेरिफमा चाहिँ रिभर पनि त्यति खतरा छैन लाइक डिजाइन चाहिँ एकदमै खतरै छ बट इम्बट चाहिँ सिङ्गुल्यारिटी नै हो सिङ्गुल्यारिटीको फ्यान्टम राम्रो छ स्पेक्टर र शेरिफ Those are the best
Quick,
singularity
nice, easy second round, but like you said, we're getting to a state where the economy really comes into effect. I mean, version 1 are definitely feeling it after that. That was a round where you want to keep as many players alive and get a bonus. However, Penny is going to be good to find an opening towards Catwalk, and Shazam is going to try and counter this pressure, but he's forced away by a curve.
Gonna bounce in a deeper shock dart.
Okay.
B1.
Damage अलिअलि खायो
Fighting up for that ult sword. We finally have our first ulti on the server. It's that Hunter's Fury. Could come out big later on in the round.
Who told you skin doesn't matter, man? Skins matter. म तिमीलाई देखाउँछु र I'll show you guys. यो वाला यसमा आँसु नाले भन्छ के
Doesn't Nick main the Phantom?
Yeah.
That aim exactly.
I mean, no
Why
one
are they
trusts us.
always going B?
Ooh.
They're avoiding you.
You can
'cause they know
you can
you're
hit the
best
TP and you can get flash them all in the back. You kill them
Yeah.
all.
They're
That's long. It'll help keep the jet.
Oh.
Well, your teammates in here.
player. Get him.
Smurfs.
So
Hey, that's good.
I wonder how we're gonna do.
Okay, that's good.
Oh.
If you have bad aim, just use the Phantom. So basically, if you're below rating,
Doesn't Nick main the Phantom?
yeah.
that aim exactly.
I mean, no
Why
one
are they
trusts us.
always going B?
Ooh.
They're avoiding you.
You
'cause
can
they know
you can
you're
hit the
best
TP and you can get flash them all in the back. You kill them
Okay,
all.
okay.
Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? Flash
Yeah.
before you open. Yep.
just
Oh.
what's the worst that can happen oh my god
The flash has travel time. You gotta give it a second.
Whatever you
Whatever
want,
your
Always make sure I have the flash, because that's his only fun ability.
the bots. Spectre like.
Wait, oh, wait.
That was an enemy.
कहाँनिर भन्छ कि जस्ट भन्छ कि
Okay.
okay Spectre is just bad
I just do light armor and a right.
You know what I mean? If you really want to be good at this game, you need skins. Like,
Yeah.
you have skins.
Just do light armor and a rifle.
Hear that?
Explain.
Yeah?
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
look at that
You have skins, so that's like good. You know what I mean? If you really want to be good at this game, you need skins. Like I mean, every good player has
Do you
skins.
hear that?
You should ulti behind them long B.
Okay.
Did you just hear that, or should I repeat that again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat that again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
You have
listen to it,
skins,
okay?
so that's like good. You know what I mean?
At this point.
Yeah.
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 You have skins, so that's like good. You know what I mean? If you really want to be good at this game, you need skins. Like I mean, every good player has skins.
You should ulti
So
behind them.
he said it. He said it, and he's one of the best in NA, man. He's one of the best in NA. So yep. The joke's on you, man. Joke's on you.
V1 are going to slowly peel away. Put a little bit of pressure towards the B side. They know that they've pulled a couple of
Wait, what? Solution क्या आयो? सजेसन क्या है? बडी पार्ट्स मेरो त्यो आर्मलाई नेपालीमा के भन्छ त्यो हेरिरहेको थिएँ केमा सर्चमा Yeah, my left arm is hurting. That's what I was searching. So what?
rotations. So they'll work their way back
NA
up towards
alt?
mid.
What's NA alt? North America को top player मा पर्छ आसुना त्यही भएर his words are truth, I guess, because he's one of the best. So yep. Not joints. मैले आर्म भन्दाखेरि जहिले यो जोइन्ट्स वाला प्रब्लम देखाउँछ क्या तिनीहरूले लाइक सबमा जोइन्ट्स को के हो तिनीहरूको बारेमा मात्र भन्छ अनि द्याट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइङ जोइन्ट्स हैन ओन्ली आर्म्स त्यही पनि देखाउँदैन के
Sick is going to
I
retake
know
this
that's a
position, so
stupid-
this should at least allow a couple rotations from
stupid
Sentinels to go back either
sentence
towards
for
mid.
searching,
However,
but still it doesn't show.
You're not going to be baited out.
Eh.
They're working their way up. This looks to be a B split here. However, you still have Vanity kind of on the far side of the map, ready to be a backdoor. And they're gonna
Nowhere
try
to
pull
run.
out this Hunter's Fury, which
Ooh.
might net a kill
Mare.
to Shazam, in which it doesn't. However, Zelsis pushes up after.
Very ballsy from Zelsis, but it's so needed. Cuts off that information, cuts off that space, but still the B side is their target. Zelsis goes up big for another.
Ooh,
Dapper
okay.
has to line him up,
अलिकतिले
but it's a little bit of an off timing as he's easily traded out. So now Zombs, a 1v4.
जम्स अलिकति अगाडि भएको भए त्यसलाई मार्न
He
सक्थ्यो
has 1 star available to him. Like back safe. Most of the players
सेभ गर्छ होला
now from version 1. They want to make sure, of course, B-side can get locked down, but this kind of rotation back into courtyard might be the issue. Zombs can stay in a pretty good spot. He can aim for exits.
One here. Possibly a second. Whippy nearly lined up.
Ah,
Vanity was far
nice,
away, so...
nice.
and these two
दुईजनै
players
लो
were
थियो यार तिनीहरूलाई
exceptional
मारेको भए
close, so Zombs was
गेम
able to get
जित्थ्यो
both the kills.
किनभने त्यो एमा छ
Vanity
त्यो
would have been in no position to try and support, or at least try and win the round because of his positioning being
He
so
could have
far on
won
the
if
other side of the map.
those
Even
shots
they'll start
hit
for
them
version 1,
because they both were
forcing
so
Sentinels back
freaking
to
low
pistols, and V1, one thing
तिनीहरू
I've noticed
लाइक
when watching
मारेको
their
भए चाहिँ
rods is they're a
गेम
team that
1
just love to like put pressure, then cut noise,
no
work
worries, no
their way
worries.
back through mid, kind of throw off and the opposing team. And Sentinels, who are a team that are so reactionary and so quick on their feet with rotations, that could be something that maybe harms them a little bit. If you want to continue this act of cutting noise, pulling back through towards mid, might catch them off guard. And utility from Penny coming in very, very useful to clear out close corners and kind of sell even bigger fakes.
Potentially do so. We haven't seen anything too crazy in terms of fast rotations or any need for a fake play or anything like that. Version 1. They're doing a pretty decent job of just getting these entry frags out in a way, but
Singularity
still more
Sheriff
spread
is
around
the
this time,
best.
Sully. But Sentinels, they are anticipating this a little bit more. Lots of pressure over towards Cat, and Tens is just keeping an eye on mid.
Whippy is
होइन लाइक 5 जना मर्यो भन्दा नि लाइक त्यो दुवैजना 30 एचपी थियो नि त 30-20 एचपी थियो एक शट कि त दुई शट लायो भने मर्थ्यो नि त वाल ब्याङ्क मात्र खायो नि मर्थ्यो लाइक तर अलिकति अगाडि त्यो जम्प्स अलिकति चाँडो अगाडि भएको भए त्यति बेला त्यो शोभाको थियो एफिज त्यहाँ एफिजलाई मार्न सकेको भए गेम 1 किनभने अर्को एकजना थिएन किलजोय पनि लो नै थियो सो कहिले गेम अस्ति यो 1 विक भयो होला April 30 आज May 11 ए 1 week 2 weeks भयो giveaway 1000 subscribers when pugging
Well, he kinda just
then
ready for
is
the flank, and he wants to
going
push through B main, and
then
this
is
is
giving
kind of that
subscribers
mid-centricity from
giveaway.
version one. They're very reliant here on both Zelsis and
100
Penny
त
to be able
कट्न
to cut
देऊ
rotations
50
off, create a
50
little bit of
50 त
space,
कट्न
and they
देऊ
look
it's
to
not
work their
even
way back
50
in
it's
towards B main.
47 man
Recon Bolt will give them the
So,
security
yep.
that nobody is here. However, it is both
Bitta
Tens and
bata
Shazam.
यिनीहरु
Third
मिडमा
rotating in
पुगिसक्यो
from
यिनीहरु है
six, but with 40 seconds
दुईजना
left, I mean,
मात्र
these two
मिडमा
players
रहेछ
mid are really biding their time, and version one, if you want to burst onto this site, you need to make a move here, and Penny and Zelsis will almost offer no support unless they break this door down
30
quickly,
seconds
and
left.
Vanity setting up the ground well and smokes will allow his teammates to walk their way in.
Plethora of stars.
सब स्टार युज
Intergalactic
गर्यो होला
warfare
त्यसले
already on the B site, but still just about 20 seconds
सब
left.
स्टार युज गर्यो
Now there's 3 players on site. This could be big for Sick. Vanity still getting a kill in mid, and they got a dash on. There's not too many opportunities to check corners. Sick in a good spot. Shazam intent combining. Effie's gets the kill into Shazam right as he goes for the reload. They won it.
okay
Punches in the round for Sentinel.
टाइम भ्यागे ल नाइस
Stealing away the round from
टाइमले
B1.
गरेर शिट म्यान तिनीहरूले ढिला गरेकोले यार त्यसले मारेकोले खत्ता
Three-man rotation. That's
Tensले
the
मारेकोले
dangers of playing
जितेको
so late into a round, is that you have the opportunity to lose the round entirely because of time. You're not watching the clock.
Loyalty
You
bonus.
saw the matchup,
My God.
and jeez,
I don't know.
He
Maybe.
saved his dash. I think just
Randomly
for that
choose
moment.
himself,
His
but
positioning was
I don't-
perfect. His timing was flawless. Smoke down. Oh my goodness. Version 1. The round was literally stolen beneath their
It's
nose.
random
That should
picking,
not
so I
have
don't
been a
know.
round
Not
that,
sure.
that V1 win or lose in any capacity.
तिमीलाई म
Sentinels
स्किन दिन्छु नि
skate
त
through, and look at what it's gotten them. They've won an eco, and now Tens has got
गेम
an
सँगै खेल्ने
operator.
बेला स्किन दिउला नि त
Sully, people were saying
I
that
will
Tens
drop
might
you
be a
some
little bit
skins
too
lah, भनेर.
over-aggressive on post plants. Whenever it comes to like a retake or something like that, like I get it, right? You want your player to be safe, but Tens. I mean, I never, ever want to doubt his decision-making ever. That was just too clean. But again, new round, new time. Rifles are out in the server, Sully. Version 1 trying to stomp their way onto the A site with full rifles and a showstopper alongside a nade over towards that heaven area. Tens going for the peak. You still have Zelsis sitting up in garden, but gonna go down off the run it back, running it all the way back. Sentinels have a full rotation in.
Yeah, now that they've lost guard, and you can see Whippy has dropped 2 nanostorms to ensure that area's protection, and Tens, we just saw this operator, that showstopper earlier.
त्यसले नफुटाएर यार
And a quick spam through the under rafters finds them 2 kills. It's a 3v5.
And he's just hugging the wall, waiting out for a couple of drops. Tens gonna use up his second updraft.
सेभ गर्छ यिनीहरूले
Just like that, they're done. Sentinels. In terms of that last round, it could have potentially carried that momentum over, but version 1
Sheesh.
put it completely on ice. Nobody going down the round. It's flawless.
अप नै
We're
सेभ
seeing
गर्न
that
पाएन
combination of Zelsis and Penny. However, with Penny not playing the
Sad.
jet, you substitute that dash with the double blast pack, and you combo both of those ults almost flawlessly. Zelsis taking space over towards Garden, while Penny in the meantime is going to use that showstopper to gain space
okay,
over towards
एकजना.
Heaven. Force those players, force the operator peek away from Tens, who wasn't able to get
No
the shot off.
worries, no worries.
Sentinels, with conceding the full site and with all of that manpower and with the knowledge of where the
Oi.
majority of these players are going to be,
Oi.
and with those double
खप्थ्यो सा अबे ओ थाइमा त
nanostorms in front of gates, there was literally no
खापतिना सुनको चोन्छ हल्ला चाहिँ खिनेमा चाहिँ ततसँग हाली बनी
access to the site for Sentinels. So Dapper will be the only one alive. He'll be the only one
Don't
with
make
a rifle,
what
a hero
noise,
rifle,
man.
and the rest of Sentinels will have pistols. Hopefully version 1 won't make the same
यो
mistake
गेम यिनीहरूले जित्न सक्छ लाइक
as last
प्रोबब्ली
time. But with Vanity playing super well with this Astro and allowing his teammate to open up.
Vanity-ले राम्रो खेल्दा थियो यार.
That's just a testament
लाइक
to his ability.
सपोर्ट क्यारेक्टर चाहिँ खत्रै
It's been a
राम्रो
rough
खेल्दा
patch here for Sentinels, but hopefully things can change early, but this one should be no different.
It's a complete lack of util for Sentinels,
Ah,
too. The only thing they got is essentially just Astra stuff. Still, Shazam in the back.
कन्कस
He gets flashed out, so just like that, version 1 quickly have full control of the B site. They clear up market and site. So Vanity gonna be playing that back pillar again. Back pivot more like still that cage up. Gonna be able to get a little bit of information. Sentinels inching on right now, Sully.
Yeah, and I don't know if they expect Vanity to be, or would have expected him to be the cage, but now with the cage gone.
Of course.
Perfect flick from
Ooh,
Vanity.
okay, that was good. That was clean. तर ठ्याक्क उता हेरेको बेला गरेको नत्र हेरिरहेको बेला timing के timings all that
No
matters.
mistakes made when they lost their one eco round, but Sentinels, like I said, it was
Only
just an
Chan
eco
mode,
round.
yeah.
But because Dapper was the one
राति राति त्यसले त्यस्तो ठुलो सोले कराउँछ कोही
हाँसिरहेछ
हाँसिरहेछ चोर
1,000 from the round that they lost, and he stayed alive.
Right.
And so his buy is a little bit weak.
Only
He's only
Chan
got
mode
one
on.
tripwire in light
Only
shield
Chan
as
mode
well,
on.
so not the best situation to be put in if you're
Bro,
Sentinels.
what the fuck is that shit? Only Chan
No,
mode,
not at
bro.
all. Dapper
Man.
just wanted to farm up a couple of frags.
That's
And again,
cool.
it just the amount of players back over towards Courtyard and B, it could have been able to get a couple of exits.
Anti-gold.
Again. Keyword being could have. Look at this.
Yeah,
Sully.
Sick isn't even on a run it back. This is crazy.
But
He's got one
Ooh,
curveball,
okay.
he's got a
He's
kill.
still going.
He might just go for a little bit more here. He's getting a little
Oh,
but no, Zelsis flushes down with a hot hands. Dude, Sick was just running out there. He had
they
no
that
run it back,
was-
one curveball.
that
That
was
is
I don't know
risky
what
from
was
him.
that.
Risky to say the least. Well, that risk didn't exactly work out in his favor. Still, Sentinels being very slow off this pivot. They're covering all the choke points right
Oh,
now. Again,
fuck!
mentioning the effect of the exit.
कस्तो ठ्याक्क फर्के यार नत्र
Economy of
नफर्केको
V1
भए
so
मर्थ्यो
good right now.
त्यो
They more or less just want to fight their way on site, see what they can bite back, and look at that gravity well yanking him back. And there's so much util on site. There's still 2 of those nano swarms alongside a star. Shazam just going right into B main, seeing what he can frag. And well, Zelsis does take him back.
Dapper just
Dapper has
saved
the
us.
save. 6-1.
सेभ पनि गर्नु भ्याउँदैन नि क्या
Wow, this
भ्याए
is
त
interesting from Sentinels. I'm more interested in the fact that Sick decided I don't need to run it back. I'm good. I don't have to use it at all. That was
Bro,
just
मलाई
a play that
I know what I
did
look
not
like,
expect.
but
I thought, okay, I see Sick kind of running across the
what?
map, and I'm like, he's 100% on a run it back. And then I'm like, well, there's a cosmic divide. If he's not on a run it back, it's got to be Zom's cosmic divide. But the positioning didn't make sense, and it's Vanity.
मलाई
So,
कहिले हेरेको
Sick
छ
with a
like
huge risk,
के-
kind of
केमा-
very risk high reward play.
what does
Doesn't
that
pay off,
even
and
mean?
Version 1 peeling away.
What does that even mean,
5
man?
rounds in the lead. Vanity has now amassed his first death. With Sentinels, it's another situation where Dapper's going to be the only one with a rifle, and normally you see hero rifles soloing a site. Instead, he's going to be with the pack, 4 players on B. With all 5 here from V1 and the pressure, there's that run it back. They need to be quick, and it's up to Zoms to try and hold them off.
A good grab well to at least delay time. Zelsis swinging around the
Fuck
corner.
shit,
Still a kill back from Zom. Still has that frenzy out. That flash could have been absolutely huge.
त्यो त फ्ल्यास बेला किन
Still
नहानेको
peeks
त्यो
out very minimally. Sick and Zom still getting frags. How is this happening? Version
भने
1 kind of waltzing their way out of that
Ah,
nebula. They walk into a
अलिकतिले
little bit of a meat
किन
grinder.
त्यति
Great
चाँडो
rotation
पिक
coming in from
गरेर
Sentinels.
section.
But now version 1 completely taken away. They still get a frag back in their favor. But they have to regroup with just about a minute left.
Dude, Zoms did a phenomenal job. You mentioned the gravel, but not even just that, to
Gravity
shut
well
down the run it back.
ठ्याक्क लेफ्टमा हेरेको
It was a
बेला
very
मार्नु
scary sight, and
भयो
Sentinels were very quick on that
जित्थ्यो
rotation. You could
नत्र।
see a cam on the B site, which was kind of the tell that nobody was pressuring in towards B main. So V1, they walk right into the trap. Sentinels, again, like I mentioned earlier, they're very reactive, very proactive with these rotations, and they were very quick to get here. In V1, we see them once more cutting noise, try to fake maybe a rotation, but it's not working. At a certain point, Dapper's
30
already made his
seconds
way
left.
down mid. He's understanding that nobody is coming.
म कराउँछु र Do I shout? I shout, but not that loud. म ढोकासोका बन्द गरेर मात्र कराउँछु. Bro, come on. I don't. Okay,
back for a
my
rotation.
bad, man.
Two players, they creep their way onto site, spike down on the side of Generator, and Shazam has got a recon bolt to at least
Okay.
get a bit of information. But they all lose their
जित्तिसकेको
life. It's
game
up to
यार.
Dapper now.
Dapper. Throws that hero rifle. Cage lands a little bit early, and Vanity.
Oh!
Ooh! Goes down in a heap. Dapper now to one up.
Oh!
Now for Zelsis.
अलिकतिले
Swings and finally punches out the round. Oh,
अलिकतिले
Dapper. I mean, we were mentioning, right, that rifle in his hands. Not exactly looking all too hot. Finally gets one back. Still the 1v1. Damage has been done. It's 7-1.
One thing I want to point out is I've mentioned Vanity earlier, but we didn't get to talk about him too much. He's another player that can kind of pop off at any given moment. It's kind of this triplet of or this trio of Vanity, Zelsis, and Penny all being able to frag out and pull their own weight and help support their team. And dude, Vanity is doing it in loads right now, and he's been a great support player on the Astra. So everything is going well. That was, I think, the win component for V1 is that your 3-star players, Vanity, Zelsis, and Penny, more particularly the latter two, need to pop off. And while Vanity, he's taking all the limelight from them. Sentinels, much more aggressive approach towards B main, nets them a little bit of information, but V1 so patient, so calm.
So patient,
making
so
a move.
calm.
Yalga will retake.
Bro.
Area-
Come on, man. That's because I'm streaming, man. That's my job. त्यति बेलाको. Like doing shouting and talking with people. तर त्यो यतिकै कराउँ त कराउँदैन नि म. Like ढोका बन्द गरेर हो क्या. त्यो ढोका खुला गरेर गरेर छ कि.
Yeah, but 3 players
There's a
here, both
difference.
10 and sick, ready to
I
help
guess-
out and support.
There's a difference. Makes sense? I'm not sure. But yeah.
Oh, and the lockdown.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. Good curveball.
कस्तो
Lockdown going
अत्र
around.
प्याउँथ्यो
So
यार.
it's gonna clear out sight. They're not even trying to fight this. Could collect on some of these rotations, but they're not even going out.
Yeah, they're going towards the A side. I mean, Vanity's just waltzing his way there. Normally you expect the Astra to be with the brunt of the team, but now it's just Zombs, and Zombs has got no need to peek here because he's conceded this entire site. 5v5 as the spike goes down and 3 players rotating through A main.
Hey, that's just a little bit too tough, but it works out in their favor. Everyone's still alive. Sitting up on the A side, Cosmic Divide right in the middle. When they try to execute right as it goes, there's still one in hell. And they still decide to
त्यसलाई देखे हैन.
holding it down, taking 2, traded back. Now it's just 2 players remaining now for version 1. Effie's with a couple of the lineups, still has 2 shock darts to work with. Whippy,
They've got so much
Swarm
juice,
Pod
though.
still, alongside that Nano Swarm, they're gonna be able to wait out on those shock darts too. Killed from Whippy, still one in the middle of the smoke. It's Dapper inching out, and Whippy just has to cross. Shazam has to go nuts, has to cut off the crossfire, spraying in, trying to get the right click. But version 1, they play that
कस्तो
post
तो
flank
बिखाइरा
technique.
version 1 को
Massive
यिनीहरुले.
outplay from version
What?
1 to use that
He's at
lockdown,
8-1,
just have
come
Vanity
on, man.
lurking all the way on that B bomb site, or apologies, the A bomb site. V1, that is huge brain stuff. I mean, they haven't
No,
really
I
pulled off a
I
fake like
shout,
that
but
at all this game, and we're 9 rounds
I
in, and
close the door and
perfect
the
moment
sound
to
doesn't
pull
go
everyone
outside
from
that
Sentinels to
much
that B
because
site with
it's
that
like
lockdown. I mean, they saw just how heavy the fight
it's like a
was
studio in
from the
here.
Sentinels. They saw 2 to
किनभने
3
like
players
सबै
trying to
damp
take down that
गर्छ के
lockdown, and they
साउन्डहरु
realized,
सबै
okay, the majority
like
of
सबै
Sentinels are
बन्द
here.
भयो भने
Let's just book it to
ढोका
A,
बन्द
and
भयो
Vanity
भने
was already in spades. He had
So,
so
yeah.
much ground. And
ढोका
Sentinels
खोल्यो भने चाहिँ अलिकति सुन्छ
suffering
बाहिर
battle. They're
पनि.
back to another eco. V1 or
I say, man, I say.
demolishing
I'm not
Sentinels
saying
here
I
on the
don't
attacking side, which is
say,
such a weird
I
phrase
don't
to say on the
shout, but
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, when you put it in perspective like that, that's very weird to say out loud.
ढोका बन्द गरेर गर्ने भए गर.
Well, the game's not over yet.
I'm just saying
that's
that.
how I'm feeling right now, but Sentinels have put themselves in quite the pit right now, Sully, as, well, version 1.
त्यही भने
taking
8-1
things
भइसक्यो.
A little bit slower. Sentinels, nothing too crazy in terms of positioning.
कस्तो what?
Nothing connects. He just wanted to retake that area. Shazam using that Hunter Seer to try and help Sick out, but Sick going down. He was already being shot. So no harm, no foul. Dapper stuck in his own cage. Not even sure if he can safely cross over. Now Penny's taking that line of sight. Shazam here to try and help again. Version 1. Despite the
Dapper
kills they've
कसरी
gotten,
लो
are
त्यस्तो
not
विधि?
anti to work their way or rush their way into the A site. They are very calm here. They rotate back towards the B side where they know it's almost guaranteed to be safe. Spike will surely go down for Eppies, which will charge up its Hunter Spear for the next round. And it's Sentinels once more. It's a suffering battle right now as this should be a 9th here for V1 given the HP and the weaponry of Sentinels at the
त्यही.
moment.
त्यो त्यहाँ छ.
Yeah, no, it's all too tough. They still have 2 players over towards mid, watching up that cross. Whippy immediately slapping down Zombs. Yet another clean one from version 1. How many times are we gonna say that now? Oh,
हैन म जित्यो भन्न खोजेँ नि के like ढोका बन्द गरेर हल्ला गर्न. I don't care if the sound doesn't go out. I'm just saying that.
That's what I was thinking. When we got this map pool, I predict I was like, okay, we're gonna see Icebox, we're gonna see Split, we're gonna see Haven. Because V1 typically used to ban Ascent, and whatever Whippy has brought to the table, whatever Vanity has decided to change, I assume as he is the new IGL, it's worked out, man. Sentinels are, I feel like, are a little lost for words, and maybe our thoughts don't speak while statistics might. V1.
Right.
होइन यस्तो के लाइक हाँस्न मन लाएर हाँस्नु र सुनाउनलाई हाँस्नुमा फरक छ क्या लाइक त्यसले त्यो सुनाउनलाई हाँसिरहेछ क्या यत्रो ठुलो सरले नौटङ्की बढी द्याट्स व्हाट आइम सेइङ म्यान अब तिमीहरूलाई थाहा छैन त्यही भएर तिमीलाई त्यस्तो लागेको होइन बट I know, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I am saying this.
60% win rate on the defense for Ascent, so things are not looking good for Sentinels, and things need to change quickly. Penny looking for something off that showstopper, but they're slowed down by the shock darts. Threading the needle through the cosmic divide, a shot in the dark nets a kill.
All right, Dapper chilling in the corner. Oh, he's gonna get pinched out. They could watch this rotation back, but Dapper fighting his way out. So getting a kill, but
Tensले मिस गरिरहेछ यार धेरै
again very fast on that rotation, back over towards their spawn.
धेरै मिस गरेको शटहरु.
Still have Zoms and Shazam. Shazam still playing pivot. He wants to pay attention to the mid side, but Zoms is completely backed out. They're trying to read the situation.
Icebox को नाम नल्याउ रे.
Version 1, 3 kills on B, yet they still don't commit. And look, Sentinels are like, dude, what's going on? Vanity's just still lurking here towards mid. Shazam could have gotten his back drawn by the bullets of Vanity, but wow, 40 seconds.
They're still chilling.
They're just chilling, man. They are sitting. Pop the squad. You've got time, man. 2 players in a 2v4 and V1 with 3 kills on B side. Keep that in mind. They don't move.
Zoms might get a little bit impatient. Same thing with Shazam sitting up on the mid side. On the mid. Vanity launching out a little bit of util. Shazam in a good off angle, but it's going to be only him on his lonesome in a 1v2.
10 सेकेन्ड मा यार लास्ट हेपिरहेको छ यार यिनीहरुले त
Only has a recon to work with both players sitting in the back of sight.
Like यिनीहरुले यस्तो भने like I can win this.
A little bit longer of a process for Shazam to even get on. Still a bit of util for him to kind of wait out. I do like this plant position right in front. Get no smokes for Shazam. There's nowhere that he can hide. Just has to fight this out in the back of sight. Completely dry. Reloads, 42 HP. Oh yeah, no, just this chip damage being done. Hit by
कस्तो ल्याङ गरे यार.
Paper cut Sully. 10 to 1.
यो गेम हारे यिनीहरुले.
Version 1.
10 to 1 man. That's
wait out their time
rough.
And they finally execute.
Yeah, that is immaculate from version 1. I do watch their VODs, I realize that they
Lads
like
them
to
त्यस्तो
cancel,
मुख छैन
cut noise, but that is like, that's next level cutting noise. To get 3 kills on a site that you know is completely open, it's just cut noise. Dude, that's not strategy, man. They're playing with Sentinels with their strategy, I guess. So V1, man, they're having a field day here on the offense, and Sentinels
720p मा पो रहेछ अघिदेखि.
Every single corner they turn, there's always some response from V1.
अति लुकी खेल्छ यिनीहरु पिक गरिरहेछ पिक नगर्यो भने राम्रो हुन्थ्यो.
11-1 V1 on Ascent. I can't remember the last time Sentinels were at a deficit this horrendously.
I don't think Sentinels have been down in this type of situation at all throughout Challengers.
It's been a minute.
कि त खतरै कमब्याक गर्न सक्नु पर्यो है.
Something like this, it's just, I don't know, it's just not a position that Sentinels is all too familiar with, but still, a lot of teams have to go through this. We've seen a couple of actually 13-0s throughout like later brackets, but here we go. It's gonna have to come down to the process of even getting on site, and Zelsis is doing a good job just making his way through, potentially clearing out that util, clearing out site bit by bit. Not only that, but he makes his way on with the Blaze Wall so he can heal up. The rest of Sentinel slowly making their way on.
Yes. Okay, there we go. I was going to say great entry work from Zelsis, but Dapper is going to trade Vanity. They lose their smokes, they lose their controller, and there's no util left here for the side of V1 for this post plan.
All that information is taken though. Everyone on site, they've cleared out B main. They got that neural theft. Tens is up close. He's looking for something cheeky. Could be able to dash on with that judge, but Zelsis still playing pivot. Tens jumping in.
Woo, okay, that was cool.
Trying to play green box
that was good.
Zelsis, but he was in too tight of an angle. A 1v3 for him at the end. And finally, Sentinels. They heed our calls, Sully. 10-2.
Solid ending for Sentinels. Ten's waiting very patiently for his teammates to get that information so that he can make the jet dash.
अब कमब्याक भयो भने चाहिँ खतरै हुन्छ हैन तर
Definitely not the best situation.
It's
not
tough.
the best of a bad situation. In version
tough.
1, with an immaculate
10 to 2.
8 rounds ahead of them, and now on
10
their favorite
rounds.
side of Ascent, defensively they've
10 rounds
60% win
लगातार
rate.
जित्नु पर्छ
Whereas on the attack, only
किनभने
47. So
जितेन भने
there are the numbers for you.
Like,
Oaks and Sentinels.
2 rounds
their
but
attacking side are
मात्र
not
जित्यो
in
भने
their
नि
favor either.
गेम 1
Now, mind
एउटै
you,
चान्स
this
दिनु
is
हुँदैन
what would be
Like, that's
considered
what
a
I
little
think,
bit
but I think
different
they're
of a
gonna lose
version
this
1. This
one.
is a fairly consistent
I
map
think.
that they've played, but this is one of their worst map sullies. Period. Version 1 does not like to play Ascent all too much. They usually ban out Bind and or Ascent if they had the option. They only have a 57% win record in the last few months, while Sentinels 70. Not looking too great, but we're heading right into the pistol round, and Sentinels need this round.
Already, Aldron's going to work and allow 6 straight through. There's nobody here on the site, so V1 playing full retake. Well, they've got the utility. Only a couple stars have been dropped. They've recalled the KJ util. No one's lost any HP. But nobody here has shields. At least Penny does. But, I mean, with the guns that Sentinels have, having no shields here makes it very easy to mow them down, especially with that frenzy in the hands of Tens, who is lurking in the backside. 4 players grouped up in the middle of sight with Dapper with the lurk, about to engage here with Whippy.
Nice Dapper
Dapper still chilling.
एउटाले भयो भने फरक पार्छ कि धेरै
With the Celsius, he gets one weighed by Tens and immediately smacked across the face.
जित्यो
Holy
भनेको
Penny. Waiting up for that aggression, still Tens in the round. Dapper, who was in the mid side, is here for him. He ends up getting
Won
3
this.
Sentinels with a good start.
Nice
Perfect start as well. V1, maybe a little bit lackadaisical.
अब चाहिँ
on
के
that
होला
side,
सब
giving
but
a huge opening to Sentinels. But thankfully,
It's a-
Sentinels who
it's a
need that
high
pistol, right? As
one to
cliche as
climb.
it is, will at least kickstart themselves a little bit further along. 10 to 3, V1. Do they elect to force? I mean, you've got a huge gap between them that you can have kind of this comfort zone, this crumple zone of rounds, and you can continue to buy if you want to. But they are going to go for a full save. They want to try and close this out as quick as possible. Where Sentinel sparing no credits. Dapper was the one with 3 kills in the last round, picks up the Phantom, 10 with the Bulldog. So you win
Phantom
this round, and you
wow.
move into that third in the second half where you kind of have an upgraded bonus where you don't have all Spectres. Instead, you've got a rifle here.
And potentially so. So you see Sick at least holding back on that pistol for him to be able to just put it around.
okay
Version 1 with almost a full save. Not a lot of players using up too much util in this round alone. Onto conservation methods, period. Still, Sentinels, the best way that they can hold on is just make this one clean. Try to get these frags as early as possible, as quickly as possible. But, actually, no, ignore the early part. They can take all the time they want. They can take this all the way down to the last second of the round. They now play default. Version 1 getting antsy, getting very reactionary. They take on 1 contact over towards the A site, and they have almost completely rotated.
Yeah,
They
you kinda
पुरै
have to
rotate
in
नै
this
गरेको
situation when you're only on an eco, you need to kind of try and play those numbers
But हुन
games,
त हो.
and you can see both Zombs
Stack
and Tens
गरेर.
kind of expecting a reaction and a push through either main side, and well, Tens is going to get his wish. It's the Bulldog, Sick is watching his rotation.
Oh,
Listen,
what?
Here, they see everybody, but they are still coming towards A. You've got plenty of time to rotate, 25 seconds, maybe not as much here, and Sick alone on this side. Dapper's getting overwhelmed. Spike should be going down, and Zelsa's has just left Dapper alone.
Well, they still have 2 players over towards main. Still, that Nebula is going to take quite a while. That Cam not going to spot anyone. Sick.
Nice.
Taking on some pressure, but the curveball ends up hitting onto Whippy. Dapper. He cannot drop this Phantom. He simply cannot.
Ah shit save
it's in
गर्यो
their
होला नि
favor.
यार
They can save this if they want. But from the corner, Effys picks up a Bulldog, picks up the Phantom.
Save
It's
गर्न
that
दे
quick
भनेर
switch.
दिएको
Now he's able to save this out.
shit
Sentinels.
man
Oh, he
फाल्दो
started away?
No!
Okay.
Oh my god! Effys! Oh, brutal.
चुत्ते है
Brutal scenes.
चुत्ते अति नै
Huge
चुत्ते
loss for Sentinels to not only lose 3 players, but to lose your 2 biggest
And
investments.
Effys wants to die for the economy too. This is crazy. He could take down more. Sick around the corner. Okay, Effys. He was trying to clear green box angle, but okay. Damage has been restricted. Sick. Oh, okay. He was feeling it. He was looking around, seeing if the Phantom was thrown away.
फाल्दिरा
Indeed
चुत्ते
it was, but on the completely other side. Rifle
Fuckers,
round for version
man.
1. Sentinels,
Yस्तो
they still
हुन्छ
got a
नि।
chance.
A huge hit, though.
Well,
from
I don't
version
do
1
that.
for F. He's just to throw away
That's
the
just
Phantom. Now you can
to
see that
tap on.
Dapper's like, dude, what do I even buy here? I mean, I was really banking on staying alive and keeping that Phantom, and this would have been like a very strong bonus for Sentinels, but no, V1,
Like,
they read the stack
insecure
right,
people.
they make that gamble play, try and play those numbers.
त्यो पायो भने
Sentinels now,
आफ्नो स्थिति पनि त्यो
they're in a
छैन.
detrimental area where they must win this one to at least keep their economy alive. They've still got a couple leftover credits, but the majority are
सिकले गरेर हो क्या मलाई यो स्किन पनि राम्रो लागेकोमा.
for an opening
कस्तो हान्छ त्यो
curveball will force Effie's off the angle. Had he not
स्किनले
gone
कस्तो
down, loses a
हान्छ.
little bit of HP. 77.
एउटा प्राइमले.
Sick takes a little bit of damage back.
Okay, he's gonna actually utilize the hot hands a little bit earlier than anticipated. He's trying to conserve up that blaze wall, it seems.
Masta. Strats, well, you
Just
can
that
call it
decision
strats,
alone
but
is
I would call it chutiapan.
Just for 25 HP.
That's
but
just
again,
my
Sarah,
thoughts.
Sarah, Sentinels can pull this one back.
तिमीहरुको हैन होला, I don't know.
Game would be a little bit no. There's still
I
2
don't
players
care
on
about that.
site. FE's trying to find a recon bolt. There's nobody here to help them. It's
Ooh.
just gonna have to come down to the 2
Soft
players on
divide
site. Sentinels inching away, just trying to clear every crevice on their way into the site. But there's still 2 in the back. 1 player is not making any contact at all. It's Whippy.
Oh fuck, man!
He's gonna be able to get 2. Dapper and Shazam.
What?
The last 2 remaining after the meat grinder in the back of sight.
Okay,
Ends
but
up taking him
it
down.
was the save
Shazam
one,
with a big
right?
return though. 2 kills with that Spectre. Dapper in an off
Ah,
angle. Gonna
nice,
be able to
nice,
get
nice.
1, but only 1. Shazam with only 40 HP. What can he pull off? Zelsis, it was tempting that stairs angle, but now he just wants to wait. And not only that, but he has to run it back. This thing should just be over. And there you go. Zelsis
New
just wants
mic.
to fight
मैले
this.
पहिले किनिसकेको थिएँ यो mic. Like it's been a long, like more than a week. किनभने यो लकडाउन हुने अगाडि नै
Early
किनेको थिएँ
Shazam
मैले.
gets the kill though. Vanity up. Shazam with the angle, but Vanity takes him down.
सजामले अस्ति पनि त्यही गरेको थियो कि लाइक
No
किन
matter
वाइट
what
पिक
happened
गरेर
there,
बसिरहेको
even
छ
if they
त्यो.
run it back, didn't get
Like,
the kill, it would have gotten
this
the
is not,
info, and
uh,
you're
silver.
cornered in the back sight. That's all they
Like,
needed
pick
to
गरे
know.
पनि
Once
मार्न
they run it
नसक्ने
back,
त्यस्तो
and
त
now
हैन.
Vanity's going
Like,
dummy
you
right
shouldn't
now
do that,
with
man.
his gun. Letting Sentinels
eh,
know,
it's
sending them
the
a message.
clutch
V1 are
moment,
definitely
but
feeling
still.
it. That's a huge round to pick up
There's a
because
lot of
we go
stress
back to
going
that
on.
second round where Sentinels forced
I
so
feel
heavily
him.
into it. They wanted to keep that a bonus. They wanted to keep both the rifles, the Bulldog and the Phantom. Losing 3 players and only being able to carry over 1. Now their economy, you can see the hit that it's taken. Only 3 rifles. And not even to mention, Sick is going to be going in with light
नयाँ
shield, Zom's with the
webcam
Sheriff,
पनि
Dapper
किन्नुपर्ने
with
थियो,
full
but
armor, but also just a ghost. It's a huge hit.
I don't
Now
know.
we're in a situation
राम्रै
where
पाएन कि.
V1, you win this, you're on map point, and Sentinels have got no credits to buy to try and stave it off.
Ooh, Mario.
Trying to find a little bit more space.
Okay, nice.
Gonna be able to get one right onto Celsius. Still that nade back. Takes down Sick. Bit of a tough interaction going back and forth. I didn't think that nade would actually hit, but they're just stuck in the corner. Still unfortunate. Sentinels have some pretty optimal positions, but it's the same thing with version 1. They've actually clamped down 3 on site. They've left B completely empty.
Yeah, they know that there is at least an opportunity to exit back towards B thanks to Dapper's tripwire. But it is such a long route, and to cross back through mid with no information, with no control is just, I think, too big of a risk here. Smoke will fade. That'll open up the avenue for FEs to just jump spot here. These 2 players, Penny, sitting around this box, has only got 1 blast back if he wants to try and maneuver his way out, but he will be assisted by this turret. The turret will give him the info, and Whippy can swing immediately off of that. It's up to really Zoms to try and work his way, throw a couple of stars down, try and support his teammates. It's utter silence, but that silence interrupted now by the turret. They know when to swing, and Whippy cutting down Dapper. It's a 2v4.
पेनी लुकिरहेको छ यस्तो विधि कस्तो लुक्ने भने रिस उठ्यो त्यही हो क्या यसमा रिस उठ्ने चाहिँ.
The Nero theft could help them out just a little bit more for the early.
थाहै छैन कि पेनी यता छ भन्नु.
Sitting right into hell, and they don't anticipate this at all. He's just been waiting. An astral form from Zoms, putting up a star over in heaven. Shazam now the last one remaining, and there you go.
Man, told you.
Up close and personal.
Look at भने कस्तो लुक्छ. It's so fucking annoying.
Slowed. There's no dramatics whatsoever. It's 12-4. Version 1 are now 1 round away from taking away their map pick.
Only silver lining for Sentinels going into this round is, well, obviously they have no credits, and so what they've got is they've got the run it back, and they possibly can get Tens' daggers online, but that is really about all you've got here for this possible last round for Sentinels. Tens,
लास्ट लुकेर खेल्ने कि अति नै.
he
पिके हान्दैन नुबहरु.
He doesn't get on that orb, and he's got no gun. Now he's actually decided to pick up a Marshall in the event that he can't get it, because V1, they should expect it. They should be committing utility to prevent Tens, commit to a fight to prevent Tens from getting onto that Blade Storm. Well, they've already thrown down a star on the A side, a couple down towards B. None have been activated, and Tens is just scouring the map with this Marshall, looking for an opening. But V1, 2 players anchored up towards mid, and with the superior guns, Penny's gonna net the first.
Sucky.
Yeah, it's just not a
Game
great start.
suck, I do.
Penny and Zelsis both combining on the mid side
Next,
to get
next.
2 frags. Sick. Plugged up by the hot hands.
कुन चाहिँ हेर्ने
Thing that
पठाऊ लिङ्क
Sentinels
पठाऊ
can do right now is just
Oh, watch
wait
it.
up.
Oh,
Wait
watch
up
it
for
for
this
you.
intel to try to dissipate. That Marshall on the bottom of mid could have went big, but still, oh, the flash right in the face of Vanity, but he slaps down Sick, fully
Got
blind.
Vanity.
13-4.
I mean, my expectations have just been blown out of the water for V1 to take one of the best maps off of Sentinels. It's crazy to think already, and now that we're going already
केमा
into
पठाएको
the
लिङ्क केमा पठाएको के कहाँ पठायो लिङ्क छैन यसमा कमेन्टमा पठाउनु ए मेसेन्जरमा पठाएको What happens if you photocopy your photocopier? Photocopy. What the fuck? Too many comments on what? निकाल दिए रहा मुझे कसर रहा के फिरी आया XD. So this was not like the real copying one. It's a meme, okay? Okay, man. Bro, come on. Rick rolled me, man. Bro, come on. Okay. Bro, I did, bro. That's funny, man. That's funny.
this second.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So Whip
यिनीहरु कति बोल्छ के
Champion Sentinels. Let's see what goes down. V1 one step away.
Oh my goodness, and they've even gone for 4 frenzies. So if you're anyone on Sentinels trying to approach a site where the Viper Wall is up, you instantly take that 50 HP damage. You're on even footing with no armor, and that's the power. The frenzy can just rip you to shreds, and on a pistol run like that, to have the Viper Wall go up, lose 50, 75 almost instantly in the round,
Got him,
that
man.
frenzies will just shred you up.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? Did this like how?
Sentinels taking a very slow.
You couldn't
slow
even
approach,
think
a
of
4-player stack.
such
over
thing
towards
happening,
this
man.
side and B area garage.
Okay, link point छैन के.
They really are
It's
reliant
stupid.
here on Whippy's Viper,
But
but
it's funny,
instead
so
Sentinels who
doesn't
decide
matter
to deter
much.
back. They see the Viper Wall go up, and they know that in due time the toxins will slowly
यति बेला
burn
गइदियो
out.
हुन्थ्यो
That
यार
gives them
एमा.
an opportunity, a very small window to
त्यही.
burst onto this A site. But they are again just playing the clock. 50 seconds left, no shots amassed, and no info gathered.
Just yeah, that Viper Wall. Denying more information here on the A site, but again, Whippy just being completely isolated. He was trying to listen to footsteps over towards A short more than anything. But Sentinel's doing a great job of just cutting off noise, finally
Okay.
dumping all of that util into the back of sight. Now they have the spike.
So Whippy had the lineup
Ooh.
very, very ready for the front default plant, but Tens, or apologies, Sick, playing it in the back corner. It's Tens who decides to get aggressive here. These frenzies, again, they will tear you apart, but one right click to the head with 4 players with no armor, that is going to be a huge hit, and 2 players watching this cross already.
Ooh, okay. Woohoo! Okay, now that's
There you go.
that's
Double
it.
right click. The double pump. It's all too easy. Still version 1. Slowly
अलिक
trying
बढी नै
to
भयो
just
त्यो चाहिँ.
work their way in. Cloud right in their face. A curveball to try to plug out. There's a snake bite in the corner, but you can't exactly get too much off of it. There's nobody in the corner anyways. Dapper with a quick pivot.
Nice.
And Whippy jumping into his demise. Sentinels with a pistol round dub.
Beautiful post plan from Sentinels, and
Link paste गर्न
nice
मिलेन.
understanding of when to pull back to that A side and
Link
when to
paste
go.
गर्नलाई you
Obviously,
can
with
just
Whippy running into those
www
toxins,
dot
there's not much
पछि
you can do
space
really
गरेर
to
अनि
stop the Sentinels
rest
pushing
पठाए
to
हुन्छ
get the
होला.
spike down
कि
and
त
ensure that it doesn't get
youtube.com मा
delayed
dot
in that back
पछि
corner.
space गरेर
Very clean round from
पठाए पनि
Sentinels,
हुन्छ.
and one that you
Like
were
link
hoping
मात्र
to
paste गर्न
go in
दिँदैन
that
होला कि I
fashion, and
guess.
confidence you can imagine
can
from
paste
Sentinels, or at least
the
the moral may not be at its best. So to kick things off with a bang
Sentence,
is
you can
very,
paste a
very nice.
sentence
So
like
V1,
without
they will
dot
respond
in
with a
between.
light fire of their own.
It's a
Van
lie.
D,
You can send it like that, or you can
1,100
send it in
credits
any of the
straight
links
into the marsh. Let's see what he
below.
can
कि
get
त
and
मैले comments मै
work his way
छ.
up close. They put a
Social
Viper's
media को
wall to
link
try and cut this area off, but all the HP has been regained here, and they even decide to leave as the Owl drone reveals a little bit too much of the hand of V1 for their liking.
Cage triggered.
They want to keep that poker face. They don't want to reveal all too much. Goes over towards the C side. They do have a bit of a Joker card, a bit of a wild card. There's one sitting up right in Cubby. Waiting up for that approach. Sentinel's still playing out on his default, but they're still tempting the A site off of a triple stack over in short.
Yeah, this three-man stack is mainly due in part to just Zelsis' presence down towards C long. Him alone is getting all that information, and you can see the tricks thrown here by Dapper. It's all a tell, at least from our eyes, that this is going to end up being in a hit. And these two players, I mean, Penny's got a Frenzy, and Whippy, he's got a Sheriff, so they've got a little bit of util here to work with some weapons, and Whippy working his way back up short. If they get the spike down, you need to clear this corner, and one walks right into the open zone with Whippy.
Whippy still trying to go big. That grab well, pulling one back right into sight, and the Frenzy point blank. Penny taking down Dapper, and that shock dart takes down.
Nice.
So well done, at least from Shazam, but there's still one more person over towards short that they just have to deal with, that they just have to keep an eye on. Could be long. Oh, for all we know. But look at that grapple comboed up with a nade. Zelsis takes down Zombs. And still the satchel right behind. Not going to be able to get too much. Penny now has a Spectre.
Oh, shit.
Zelsis, the jumping right click right from
Sheesh.
heaven. Version 1. In a flash, they take back the second round. Sentinels, that's just a little bit tragic.
It's one fight. It's one fight in towards sewers that they end up losing.
यो चक्कु चाहियो क्या मलाई यो चक्कु चाहिने क्या I should have bought that battle pass man जितेन तै पनि हेरौँ है Bro, that's oh my god, no cursed. It's a cursed video, so I won't watch it. Nyampasu, let's watch Nyampasu. This is so good. Nyampasu. Nyampasu. Mereka berenang ya buisangsa. Ya buisaka. But you didn't just lie, Malay.
That presence in short. Here you can see on the minimap, just a second, is that Dapper was trying to flank in on Whippy, but he didn't know Penny was there. No clue that Penny was sitting there the entire time.
थाहा थियो त तिनीहरुलाई त्यहाँ मारेको Dapperलाई.
Antics. Also a little bit of heroicism. They will pick up the first round, at least for their side. Second
Stream
total in this matchup. But V1, that is a huge return. Now they've got the rifles, and they've sent Sentinels into a position where you need to force you to try and bounce back, and well, they're not going to go all in. They're really going to rely here on the Blade Storm from Tens.
I think some of the options for Sentinels are a little bit null, just like here in I think it was heroicism. Heroism, Sully. We're still going back though. V1 wants to take these guys to school here on Haven. Nice. Penny, no, walks right into the hands of Sick. So that's at least Garage getting controlled, but not much done on C. They still have that same cheeky play over towards Long.
Yeah, they'll give Sick possibly that rifle or at least a Spectre here. He's got to run it back, full armor. There's a big opportunity that one entry from Sick, we know how impactful he can be with these run it backs and
त्यही
take control of an entire site. But this corner and this cross
Corner
out,
check
Zelsa's going to
गर
offer
please
instant
check
support
गर
here to Vanity. There are no stars and not a lot of util. One nade is available and Vanity just got a mop them up, 2 kills and no support yet from Zelsis as he was forced away by a recon bolt or a tag. It's now put V1 in the driver's seat in a 3v2.
What do you
But
call
2 guns
that,
retrieved at
Kitty?
least for Sentinels, so maybe convert something.
V1 in the driver's seat, Sentinels on the fast lane. They got to make their way over towards the A side potentially, but they're actually wrapping back to B. So version 1 with a faster rotation potential, at least for now. Viper wall up. It's just there's no information. They had to go through a dry, and indeed they're gonna at least get the spike back. Shazam in a cheeky spot. Wants to play up close and personal, but that's the most optimal spot for a Spectre. 1 on each link. 2 players over towards C.
When such like video हेर्दाखेरि copyright खाइदियो भने stream बन्द हुन्छ नि त. That's why I don't want to watch such videos.
Still backing up Sully.
Like कतिवटा त्यस्तै हुने के.
Yeah, they're kind of banking on
Copyright
Whippy's
खाइदिन्छ.
positioning and
So,
his
yeah.
right side, so he wanted to rotate early towards
What?
A. Okay, Nelson
How, man?
quickly bought in. Gaffer is going to be able to trade him out, but Whippy
Shazam.
from the right side.
Like
That
to
was
be
quick.
animal.
That was just a random burst. I didn't think we're just going to go instantly into that.
I know montage
Oh
हो, but
my
still त्यो anime
God,
हेर्दा पनि
man.
like YouTube
Alright,
को
it is,
भिडियोहरु कुन
alright,
कुन
is what it
हेर्दाखेरि
is,
like
is what
copyright
it is.
खाइदिन्छ के.
Look
अस्ति त्यही
rack,
भएको
at
थियो.
least. Version 1.
त्यो
Making
कुन चाहिँ एउटा
At least
हेरेर थिएँ.
work of the round.
Copyright खाइदिएर.
Still, damage has been done to their economy.
It's
Sully, because
stupid,
I
I
was
know.
gonna say, I mean, you lose out on that
I'm not
second round
even,
conversion, and
like,
essentially you're
gaining
giving your
any
opponents not only,
money.
of course,
I'm
an
not even
anti-eco, but also an anti-eco
Gaining
against
anything
almost
from
full
watching
rifles.
those, but
That's
still,
exactly what
they're
V1 ended up
copyrighting me.
capitalizing on. Still, they
Man,
lost
what-
out on most of their rifles.
that's
Their
stupid.
economy is starting to get more or less at the same pace of Sentinels now.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of winning that second round 4 spot.
आएको छैन. La 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 Valorant montage. Okay, what's this? के हो यो? Ladifko. Okay, let's watch it. Ooh, okay. Nice. Oh, he was low, that's why. यस्तो स्मुथ भइदिएको भए म पनि खेल्थेँ होला के लाइक खतरै. Ooh, what? That was sick. Cool, man. Ooh, okay. That's Radiant होला यो. I know he's Radiant. His plays are so good. Like reflex खतरा के. That's so fucking perfect, man. Okay, man. Yeah. Immortal, okay, like yeah, Radiant Immortal. त्यसकै अगाडि satchel गरेर गएको. Wow, okay. That's some disrespect, but still that was cool. Even I would do it. Ooh, fuck, man. Khatra. गीतले गरेर खतरा लाग्ने कि अब. फर्केर आइरहेछ के सोच्यो होला है तिनीहरूले लाइक he's coming with his back in front. लादिफको सुना चाहिँ हो मैले त्यति हेर्न चाहिँ हेर्दिनँ guy who doing montage on games thank you all for the support Twitch okay let's go Ruffles को भिडियो Ruffles नामै सुनेको छैन यार मैले Ruffles को includes paid promotion
I'd like to give a big thanks to Blitz GG for sponsoring this video. Blitz is an app
40 seconds
with fast feedback of your gameplay so you can
1 minute sponsor को लागि what
Forget that melody?
okay never mind that
top of the comment section. Enjoy the video.
Did I really just forget that melody?
Ooh, okay Ooh, that's cool, man. What? Okay. Lucky. Maybe. But that's good. So यस्तो त धेरै त्यो एनिमेसन भएको वाला मलाई राम्रो लाग्दैन के Well, they're all on save, so does it even matter? Like I said, right? Like धेरै animation is it's अलिकति बढी नै हुन्छ के like it's not that good using such animations, such you know what do they call it? Such effects, maybe. त्यति हेर्दैन मोन्टाज हेर्दा हेर्दै बक्क लागिसक्यो मलाई पहिला धेरै हेरे लाइक जेट रेज दुईजनाको चाहिँ धेरै नै हुन्छ होइन बट धेरै अलिक बढ्नै त्यो भन्ने कि लाइक के भन्ने हाइप चल्छ कहिलेकाहीँ बट आसन हाइप चलेको थियो बट त्यति राम्रो लाग्दैन मलाई चाहिँ धेरै एनिमेसन अनि इफेक्टहरु राखेको होला लाइक आँखा खान्छ के सानोतिनोमै त्यो पुरा स्लो मोसन हैन त्यो ब्ल्याक एन्ड व्हाइट वाला थियो नि अहिलेको लाइक द्याट्स नट गुड लाइक मलाई चाहिँ राम्रो लाग्दैन अब तिमीलाई राम्रो लाग्छ आई डोन्ट नो बट धेरैले मन पराउँदैन त्यस्तो चाहिँ अनि त्यसले के मिस्टेक गर्यो भन्दाखेरि लाइक चाहिने राख्नुपर्छ हैन मोन्टाजमा चाहिँ तर त्यसले नचाहिने नै पनि धेरै राखेछ के लाइक लादिफको चाहिँ चाहिने राखेछ नि ठ्याकै त्यसमा चाहिँ अब विफ खाएको पनि राखेछ के सो मोन्टाजमा कि त विफ मात्र राखेको हुनु पर्यो द्याट वुड बी फनी एन्ड कि त विफ नखाएको वाला सर्ट लागेको वाला मात्र हाल्नु पर्यो दुवै हाल्दाखेरि अब त्यसलाई अब कस्तो अलिक सुहाउँदैन क्या मेरो मोन्टाज मेरो त आई डोन्ट नो म्यान एक्लैले स्ट्रिम पनि गर्ने त्यो पनि गर्ने अलिक नभ्याउने रहेछ के दिमाग खाने रहेछ हौ स्ट्रिम गर्दा त्यो भिडियो पनि एडिट गर्ने टाइम कन्ज्युमिङ के धेरै नै कि त एउटै गर्नु पर्यो हैन भिडियो मात्र कि त स्ट्रिमिङ मात्र त्यो धेरै घन्टौं खान्छ के एउटा भिडियो बनाउनलाई सो स्ट्रिमिङ कि त हप्ताको 3 चोटि 4 चोटि मात्र गर्नु पर्यो कि त भिडियो एडिटिङ मात्र गरेर स्ट्रिमिङ कम गर्नु पर्यो लेट्स सी के हुन्छ फ्लाइट्सको ओके च्याउला फ्लाइट्स मोन्टाज लाइक यसपछि अर्को एउटा हेरौँ है एउटा छ कि अहिले देखाउँछु म He's confused man कहाँ छ भनेर त्यो हेर्दा चाहिँ अलिक कमेडी लाग्छ तर आफू पनि त्यस्तै हुन्छ कि लाइक इट्स सो फास्ट होइन थाहै हुँदैन के भइरहेछ भनेर खतरा यो सेजको वाल बुस्ट चाहिँ खतरा के हो चाहिँ एकैछिनमा हेभन पुग्छ कि आफू चाहिँ पुग्ने या त्यो चाहिँ थाहा थिएन ओके त्यो त के भयो भइरह होला कि सी द्याट मोन्टाज भनेको लाइक यस्तै हुनुपर्छ कि चाहिने मात्र राख्ने कि यसमा पनि अझ अलिक बढिरहेको छैन बट लाइक सबै एकैचोटि भएको होइन नि त त्यसले बमले नमारिकन त्यहाँ वाल वालले अल्टी बुस्ट गरे क्या त्यस्तो प्रो हुनु मलाई पनि मन छ लाइक वाट सेज त हेरै छ ओके त्यो रेडियन्ट होइन होला यार यो रेडियन्टमा यस्तो विधि नुम त हुँदैन होला हौ मै हुँदैन होला यस्तो विधि तर हुन्छ खेल्नेहरूले खतरा खेल्छ आफू पनि त्यस्तै हेरै हुन्छ तर is this even really radiant? I don't think so, man. So smooth के क्या स्मूथ जान्छ क्या खतरा आफ्नो त्यस्तो कहिले जाने धेरै कति प्र्याक्टिस गरेछ त्यही पनि त्यस्तो गएको होइन says okay what says is confused says doesn't even know what is happening says lost oh my god what oh fuck jumping shot how does that even land man आफ्नो त यतिकै हान्दा पनि लाग्दैन हौ
Are you tired of long downloads? Having to spend
come on man
prices for a AAA rated game or over 50 games free of charge?
Really? Yo, I like it. Annie Drew. She's one of the best players, female lady Valorant players. Okay. खतरा लाग्छ मलाई.
Too long. Getting orb. Cat as well, you guys can play off your
Is this Cypher here, short A? TP'd.
Pin rush me.
ए आउडे तिम्रो पनि मोन्टाज छ पठाउ त लिंक मलाई लिंकै याद भएन मलाई नाम के थियो Pro Razor sees salty for movement not for damage त्यही भने लाइक बटरी स्मूथ के त्यसको मुभमेन्ट त आउडे मलाई पठाउ न मेसेन्जरमा त्यो लिंक मैले तिम्रो रोगे म सर्च चाहन्छु मिस्टर हाउडे हाम्रो कुन चाहिँ हो मिस्टर हाउडे यो ओके मैले हेरेको थिएँ यो भिडियो कहाँबाट पायो कसकोबाट पायो ए त्यो गराएर रहेछ नि ओके नाइस वन म्यान इन्ट्रो खतरा ल
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is I love what I'm doing. Never
okay,
give
nice
up, never
one.
slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's.
Ooh, okay.
Keep my head up when I lose.
Khatra.
That's a fact. Never looking back. I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong. Always moving on. Feel I don't belong. Tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best. Die with no regrets. Live with every breath. See my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams. Then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems. Try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Is okay.
Never give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's. I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art. It's my only medicine. Yeah.
Okay, what?
Genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed. Feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I
nice one, bro. Nice one. What? That's funny as shit. Nice. Ooh, that was cool. Nice.
Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done. I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun. Yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I fall. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it.
Ooh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Nice. Crispy shots. Okay. Cool. Ooh. What? Nice. Nice man, nice. Khatra la. Khatra. यो हेर्नु कमेडी छ कुन चाहिँ हेरौँ केमा पठाइस् खै वेयर पठाए केमा च्याटमा आउँदैन हौ मेसेन्जरमा पठान कि त यो कुन चाहिँ वाला समयकै भन्न थाहा सकेन कि मैले हाम्रो शम्भु प्रसाद हो नयाँ स्किन्समा रियाक्ट हान्नु पर्यो नयाँ स्किन्स के थियो यो स्किन लिक्स एक दिन गेम लिपको गेम लिप हैन गेम लिपको त्यति राम्रो लाग्दैन मलाई प्रो गाइड्स गेम लिप हैन त्यो के रे के को थियो त्यो 100 लिक्स कसको नामै बिर्सेँ मैले त्यसको प्रो गाइड्सको मात्र किन आइरहेछ मलाई त्यसमा इन्स्टामा कि त त्यसमा पठाउनु यसमा लिङ्कै जाँदैन रहेछ च्याटमा आउँदैन रहेछ नयाँ स्किन छैन जसको सुक्यो भने हेरौँ न हैन one day यो बोलेकै मन पर्दैन मलाई
so much damn content on the website that you absolutely quality in the
I bet you'll hit this new game mode.
Entails, but we do. There's a new
game mode. यो नयाँ ट्विटरमा राखेको थियो.
Specifics about what the game mode entails, but we do have some trailers for you that we can play, and then we can talk about it after the fact. So we're gonna play the first trailer now. Let's roll it right here.
What the fuck? मैले नि देखाएको थियो ट्रिपवायर्स भएको होला साइफरको ट्विटरमा राखेको थिएँ मैले देखाएको थिएँ. That was so cool, man, and annoying at that. कुन चाहिँ स्मोकमा प्लान्ट गरेर चाहिँ अब replication, yeah.
So that doesn't give us a lot of information, but what we do see right off the bat is that there's a lot of goddamn smokes all over the fucking place, right? And it's Brimstone, he's planting, so there's still a planting mechanism, but the initial response to this is people think that each team, every single player on a team will be a specific agent. So it would be like 5 Brimstones, and it's not quite clear if it's going to be like 5 Brimstones versus 5 other Brimstones, or if it's going to be like 5 of one character versus 5 of another. There'll probably be a swap of a character every single round, and maybe you stay the same characters you are if you win or lose. Not quite sure as of now, but I do know that this is going to be a goddamn shit show of a mode already. And I think the biggest example of this comes in the form of the second trailer, really showcasing
Lawson
what is actually possible.
कि त यसमा लिंक छ त लिंकहरुमा पठाउन 5 breach. That would be fucking annoying. See that 5 breach Skyले नै त्यस्तो ल्याङ गर्छ ब्रिजको त कुरै छोड्दै.
What the actual fuck is that? God damn it, right. So we got a game mode, a new game mode, or we're getting one pretty soon.
That would
be. Gonna be permanently flashed. Oh my God. Having 5 skies, I mean, imagine freaking 5 breaches. Like, I'm gonna
dodge गरे पनि लाग्ने के त्यस्तो वाला हुन्छ
कति धेरै आउँछ. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be
star मात्र हुन्छ.
You know, it's gonna be a mode. It's gonna be something. Let's. I don't even know what this is. We've been asking for, you know, a replay system or. You know,
replay system चाहिँ आयो भने replay system चाहिँ it is replay system मा चाहिँ त्यो replay save पनि गर्न मिल्यो भने के like you won't even need to use like insta replay.
Are you excited to play it or yeah, just let me know in the comments.
Excited नै भनौं.
Speaking of fixing deathmatch, we have Liquid Scream, literally one of the best mechanical aimers in the entire game of Valorant, if not the best, arguably one of the best, one of the top 3. And in this little clip he's talking about the current state of deathmatch. So let's roll it here and we're going to talk about it.
मैले यही भन्छु के.
You know what? You know DM is not for me, man. I don't like
for real.
I'm dying from behind every single time. It's not my thing, bro. It's not my thing. That's it, man. Like, what can I say? What can I say, man? DM is not helping me, bro. It's not helping me to improve, to warm up, bro. You know, it's only helping me to rage, man.
Same.
Like, I'm dying
same
every
thoughts.
single round by behind, you know. So
पछाडिबाट मात्र हानेर मरेर हुन्छ.
I need to ask, like, Riot, why, what?
So basically, Scream is saying that deathmatch is only going to tilt you and it's not going to help you really improve. Which, coming from Scream, who's the best aimer, he's not just saying, hey, I can't keep up, or I'm not good, or I'm tilted that I keep losing gunfights. No, he's tilted that the game mode doesn't even allow you to have good gunfights. And there's so many non-deaths or nonsensical deaths that really don't help you at all, and it's just really tilting. And honestly, I tend to agree. I've been saying that deathmatch needs to be reworked for a long time. It seems that there's an emphasis on winning rather than just warming up, which doesn't make any sense. And while I do still suggest people grind deathmatch because there's nothing else that we have besides just playing quick play and comp, really, there's very little as far as improving or practicing.
Like मलाई के लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि यो कति kills गरे नि त्यो हटाउनु पर्छ के. Like यति limited time मा जति मार्न सक्छ मार हैन. Like यसले यति मार्यो भनेर लाइक टपमा देखाउने त्यो बन्द गर्नुपर्छ लाइक आई थिङ्क द्याट सुड बी रिमुभ होइन त्यो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ अनि त्यसपछि खेल्छ होला कि लाइक इम्प्रुभ गर्नको लागि होइन लाइक यस्तो देखायो भने यसमा अब टपमा पऱ्यो भने अब खुसी हुन्छ होइन लाइक त्यही भएर धेरैले खेल्छन् क्याम्प गरी भयो भने जितिरहन्छ होइन लाइक त्यही भएर द्याट वुड बी बेटर इफ दे रिमुभ द यु नो कति किल गर्यो भनेर
or training, it actually fucking sucks if I'm being honest. And Scream really talks about it here, and I really think that they need to adjust this right now, because I do agree that deathmatch just seems extremely frustrating at times when there's no reason for it to be. I would love a game mode like Gun Game that we could add to it, or maybe just fix the spawns of deathmatch so you don't have these scenarios where you legitimately just spawn and then die right away without even a chance. And of course, with the mini-map and the spawn audio, if any player is like camping, it just feels really difficult for you to win that duel at all, and it's not going to make you better by camping, but your entire experience
यसपछि हेर्छ समेक
could be ruined by these players. So all in all, I do agree with Scream here that deathmatch is freaking absolute ass right now, and I would love if Riot really started looking at this, especially when they're trying to make all these new game modes and they're not even trying to fix the ones they already have. But if you disagree with me, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and go to the gaming website in the links down below for high quality, in-depth advanced guides and VOD reviews over every single agent. If you really want to surpass your
के पठाएको यसले हेरौँ त SpongeBob did what? Bro, come on. Come on, man, that's not cool. Nice though, I like it. Patrick, Rick. Oh, gold, man, this is good. Yeah. Okay, man, that is cool.
Hey guys, my name is Ryan Central and welcome to HitScan. It's been a couple of weeks since we made a video.
That was funny.
It's actually been since Breeze came out that we went over the patch notes and haven't done much since. We have the patch 2.09 here. We have some agent changes and of the Viper, which I'm super excited about. New skins, a new game mode, and all that jazz. More information about what's coming in this patch. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty beefy video, so strap yourselves in and like and subscribe, all that jazz. The first change that I want to talk about is the Viper, and it's the only agent change, but I still think it's a big one.
Yeah,
it has to do with her instant decay that is inflicted when you go through her toxic screen, her poison cloud, the toxic passive overall. It used to be that when you walked through them, you would take 50 instant damage that would then rejuvenate over time because it was a decay effect. Very strong, very oppressive. I think that's one of the reasons why Viper's pick rate has skyrocketed across the world in all of the different Valorant Champions Tour like circuits and stuff. It's been nerfed from 50 to 30. It was sort of in line with what I wanted to see for the changes. I put it down to 25 personally. I have another idea which I'll touch on in a second, but I think that this change is
like छिट्टै बित्तिकै हान्यो भने त ल के cringe hero त्यही हो क्या Viper, like poison and all. Oh my god.
From the patch notes I have at the moment when I'm talking to you, there's no long form dev comments on what they wanted to change, what they're thinking right now. If there is some, I'll add them in as future Ryan. So yeah, hopefully we can get a bit more information on what the devs were thinking here. But overall, I just think that this is a nice thing to really make sure that Viper's still strong, because I think she's earned her time in the sun overall. I think most people like to see her played, certainly on newer maps, for her at least, like Haven, Ascent, where she's not played as much, Split, and Icebox she's typically played, or at least was in the past. So seeing her on maps that we don't typically see her on, Bind as well with Fnatic and Liquid and all that, I just feel like it's nice to see her pick rate being strong, but I think this is the right nerf to make sure that she's a good pick and not, oh my god, she's amazing, you need to play her all the time pick, which is going to be a problem if Riot don't do anything about it.
That's right, that's what I'm saying.
I would imagine that this would be the patch that Reykjavik Masters 2 is going to be played on. There's some big news when it comes to this channel and Masters 2 coming up soon, so I'll let you know that when I can talk about it. But overall, yeah, I think that I want to see Viper still played if this is the patch that's been put on. I don't think it's fair for the pros to practice a lot with Viper, get good at her, and then Riot come in and just nuke her and make her kind of poor again. So this means that
Poor
she's
होइन
not
नि
as
मलाई
good as she
30
was
भन्ने नि
before,
खतरा
but
हो
she's
त
still going to be a choice pick when it comes to the
Like
first ever
50 भन्ने
major, I
बित्तिकै चाहिँ अब
suppose,
छिन्नु
in,
बित्तिकै
in
मारेर
that
like
retrospect,
that's
for
unfair क्या
Valorant in Iceland.
like that's stupid
It's the only agent change, like I said, and I feel like it's a fair enough one.
But
We've
about
got this
त्यसको
big event coming up.
ability
You
नै
don't
त्यही
want to
होइन
rock the
त्यही
boat
भएर
too
पनि
much with
हुन त
agent changes. We're probably going to get a lot when it comes to after Masters 2, when it comes to maybe nerfing Astra, nerfing Viper a little bit, maybe buffing Euro again, who really knows. I'd be curious to see what you guys would want to see. But the other stuff in here is still important, but it's not to do with agents. In fact, a lot of stuff is quality of life, which from my perspective is there to make the game so much better and so much stronger. So we'll touch on that. There were a couple of things that they did for Breeze. I think they changed up a bit of the map layout in some areas, where they blocked vision of the gaps above the mid wooden doors and A metal doors, I guess. Where they blocked vision of the gaps above the mid wooden doors and A metal doors, I guess. Where they blocked vision of the gaps above the mid wooden doors and A metal doors, I guess, because Sage could boost up there, or Jet can obviously jump on top of one of the walls and see way too much information than she probably should have got. We saw something like that with double doors in Haven, where there's a little bit of a gap that you can one-way your way through, so it's probably something to do with that. And yeah, bug fixes, play collisions, people were sandwiching themselves with Sage walls there. Overall, I think that Breeze is actually coming to the game in a really good spot. There's no broken Omen teleports like there was with Icebox or Split.
के चेन्ज गरे मैले देखेन मैले मात्र नदेखाऊ
Overall, I think that Breeze is actually coming to the game in a really good spot. There's no broken Omen teleports like there was with Icebox or Split. Breeze is coming at a good
मैले मात्र नदेखाऊ के चेन्ज गरे त
time, and I still like the decision that we have.
Filling of the gaps above
the new map and not a new agent, because Riot seem to be on top
above
of
mid wood doors and
teleports like there was with Icebox or Split. Breeze is coming at a good time, and I still like the decision. And yeah, bug fixes, play collisions, people were sandwiching themselves with Sage walls there. Overall, I think that Breeze is actually coming to the game in a really good spot. There's no broken Omen teleports like there was with Icebox or Split. Breeze is coming at a good time, and I still like the decision that we have the new map and not a new agent, because Riot seem to be on top of things. Yeah, there was that weird bug where it was like very quiet in the game for some reason. That's been fixed, where it was -5 decibels for whatever reason. Like, I don't know how that happens when you add in a new map, but it's probably something to do with HRTF, I'd imagine.
New map, new bugs.
But the quality of life stuff, to touch on it real quick, there might be some other points to make with future Ryan. But these are great, because as a Valorant caster, this stuff was needed a long while ago. We'll breeze through these. Tactical timeouts for the tournament mode, custom games that I guess coaches can use. There's a bit more of a set out system where you can call 2 tactical timeouts to be called per game per team. The timeouts last 60 seconds, and the freeze allows player movement for the duration of the timeout. The technical pauses, the standard pause match time option is still available. That's good for Reykjavik and other tournaments to have an official ruling, I suppose, in the game to have timeouts without every tournament being like, you can't have a tactical timeout. You can have a tactical timeout. You can only have 1. You can have 2. They can be as long as you want. They have to be 30 seconds. At least the game's kind of gone, use our system. Don't worry about that anymore. They've also improved the visual synchronization of bullet traces and impact effect for observers. This should fix most cases where it looks like a player is killed before a bullet even hits them. So, again, looks better overall.
The esports viewing experience.
And this is the stuff I love. Adjusted color replaceable utility on the minimap to team color for observers. Thank you. It's so good. Adjusted color replaceable utility on the minimap to team color for observers. Thank you. It's so good to see which Astra's utility is which teams. When you have 10 stars placed down on the map, it's nice to see which 5 are the defenders, which 5 are the attackers.
Adjusted color of adjusted color of names in player loadout.
It's the same stuff. This has been needed for the longest time. I'm glad that it's in here. Color of names in player loadout HUDs to match team colors as well is going to be super impactful. And also, this is the funniest one. Space the end game phase and match pause timer options in custom games to prevent misclicks. This is because in the Nerd Street tournament, they accidentally ended the game. Like, the producers and observers ended the game that Sentinels was playing in because they wanted to pause it and press the wrong button. I mean, you can't really screw up any worse than that. So it's nice to see that Riot have learned from their mistake putting the buttons too close to each other.
I didn't know, man.
No excuses now if Nerd Street gamers do that again. Yeah, other bug fixes, added team colors for placed agent utility. for
Yes,
observers, Astra's Nebula
Added team color for please fix the offset once 44.
was slightly offset for whatever reason. The rest is pretty much bug fixes and just making stuff should be working as intended. So when it comes to the big beefier stuff, we were never going to see it this patch for reasons that we've gone over in previous weeks, but I'm still a fan that they've deemed it necessary to nerf Viper, even though they're going through this period where they don't want to make too many agent changes. Really says how impactful Viper is right now, and I think that is a fair trade when it comes to her utility.
True.
So there's the patch. You know what it looks like. I've not seen it at this point. Maybe this is where exclusive video with Asmugel. Here are some of the images of the Minimus set. I don't want to use gameplay as there was an exclusive video with Asmugel, who we've showed his videos in the past for some other skins, so I want you guys to check out his video after we're done here. Go and say hello, tell him that Hitscan said hi and all that. But the Minimus set, to show the images, there is a Phantom, a Sheriff, a Spectre, an Operator, and an Ares. You want to see if there's variants or what the animations look like on them, obviously with this Minimus set. You can do so by checking out the video. It's in the top of the description and also the pinned comment. So yeah, be nice, share the love with other Valorant content creators, and we'll just show a couple of the images of the skins, both the Minima and the Tethered Realms. But the one I can show you actually comes out in 2 weeks, and it is the Tethered Realm set. I'm going to show these images one by one. It's the only images I have, unfortunately. There's no gameplay, there's no kill animations or anything like that. Not too much there, but it does include a Vandal, Operator, Ghost Guardian, and a Melee, which I want to touch on because it's probably the cool.
You just say that. Loki को वाला जस्तो छैन लाइक त्यो थरको वाला छ त थरको मुभी एउटा कुन चाहिँ रे थर राग्नारॉकमा त्यो छ नि त्यसमा देखाउँछ नि like this is the vibe आको के
not hyperbole. I think you're gonna like it. Yeah, these are what the guns look like, and you will notice it's very Sovereign, Forsaken inspired. It also has the inner picture effect that some of the other guns
Forsaken is so bad. Forsaken Vandal is bad.
You're probably wondering what the images are. This is what they are on screen, and I think it's more of a juxtaposition between the two images.
Like, लाग्दैन तिमीहरुलाई Ragnarokमा जस्तै.
Just overall, instead of it just being a Sovereign skin or a Forsaken skin with the two pictures on screen, it's kind of them blended together in a weird way. I would imagine pictures, the two images on screen instead of it.
Okay, that's
it's kind
cool.
of them Sovereign skin, and I think it's more of a skin position with the between the two images and what the on screen. Variants of the change. This would be nice, but I mean it's whatever. Hello, Future Ryan again. So the change actually comes when you go in the light and dark area.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Ignore all of the other stuff. I'm just an idiot. I can understand if people don't like this though. If they don't like the Sovereign Forsaken set, could get it a little bit like we've just had Forsaken. Can we get something new instead of this a couple of weeks later?
This is so bad.
And also, it's another in-picture, whatever it's called, skin line, which I've seen a lot of comments saying like they're bored of it at this point. I think it's just a nice skin set to have with just various pictures. It's straightforward for Riot to do, and they tend to be, you know, a little bit cheaper because of it, right? So it's going to be there for somebody.
Cheap, but if
like I said,
cheap,
Vandal, Ghost Guardian, the Melee is certainly worth your interest because the normal Melee is the Sovereign Sword that I'm showing you on screen. It's a new model, apparently, but it's down as the Sovereign Sword. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's a cool Melee in itself. If you notice in the main picture, there's also the Forsaken Ritual Knife with the same effect on it as the guns. Can you just pick between two? No. Level 2 of the Melee has you wielding both. You have the Sovereign Sword and you have the Forsaken Ritual Knife. You dual wield melee weapons like this.
That's new.
It's probably the coolest idea. I wish I could show it on screen properly, but this is just a quick Photoshop of what it probably will end up looking like overall. So yeah, this is the first ever dual wielding of melee weapons that we've seen in the game.
That's
I'm super excited about. I'm glad that they've gone in this direction, and maybe Future Ryan's helped us out a little bit here with some more gameplay to show you exactly what this looks like.
Like,
and who knows? Maybe Future Ryan's going to come in and help us out a little bit with more gameplay showing off these things.
This is
If we
stupid.
get more because they're data mined, I'll maybe make a video tomorrow with any other stuff that's been data mined that's
Bro,
quite
come on.
cool. That, you know, it's certainly worth your interest, I suppose. In this. So they're the new skins. Let's talk about the new game mode. I wanted to finish on this because there's not really too much to say about it. The trailers, I feel, give away what it's going to be. And whilst the trailers were cool over the last couple of days, I didn't want to make a video. I didn't want to make something, you know, quite long form.
Anxiety. Anxious.
But the main thing I want to say about this game mode is it's temporary. It's like the Snowball one. Replication is available for 2 weeks starting today and ending on May the 25th. We'll then update you on our new game mode plan for Valorant. We're always evolving our game mode offerings depending on how you respond, so jump in and don't miss out. So yeah, this is just a for fun thing, and it basically comes down to best of 9 strike mode. You have 80-second rounds, 45-second pistol round, 30-second subsequent rounds. All players on the same team play as the same agent. So 5 Sages against 5 Jets. It's not everybody playing Sage, it's not everybody playing Jet. It's what your team pick. And agent selection is decided in the pre-match voting, which maybe give a bit of a teaser on map bans and stuff like that, like in Counter-Strike. Oh, I don't know, that's just me speculating. But abilities minus ultimates are refreshed each round. You gain 1 ultimate point per round at the start of it, so you will build up these ultimates eventually. You'll get a set amount of credits that you can buy stuff out. It doesn't really matter. Weapons and shields reset each round. Being flashed twice in a 4-second window, because you might play up against like 5 skies, which would be a nightmare. You do get something called Flash Guard, which protects you from being blinded for 5 seconds. So it's not going to be completely obnoxious to deal with, just a little bit obnoxious. So it's a good game mode for getting some rounds in for experience. You get 100 XP per round played, and 200.
Just imagine, na, 1 minute blind ma. Just imagine. एकजनाले 3टा ब्लाइन्ड गर्छ हैन, लगातार 3टा ब्लाइन्ड गर्यो, फेरि अर्कोले 3टा ब्लाइन्ड गर्यो, ब्लाइन्डमै गेम सकिन्छ हो. That would be stupid.
So it's actually maybe a good way to grind out the battle pass if you're still working on that, but who knows. So yeah, it's not that much of a big deal. I don't think. I think new game modes are quite cool to have. I would prefer to see them go in the direction of Counter-Strike with
anxiety.
1v1
modes,
modes. That'd be a lot of
camera
fun.
troopers
Retake servers, that's just good practice. A deathmatch mode that feels more like, you know, practicing warming up your aim instead of sweaty tryhards holding every angle and just being the most obnoxious people in the world. Sorry, but it drives me mad. But yeah, like that's
everyone
all the news
thinks like that
today. Quite long, plenty to go over. Sorry for not making a video for a couple of weeks. We made the Apex one, which was nicely received. Thank you much for watching those videos if you did. I don't know if we'll make more in the future. It depends really, but yeah, I just wanted to use this chance whilst there wasn't much Valorant news.
2 weeks. इकोले राखेको छ हैन, इकोले राखेको छ भने देखाउँछ नि. खै कहाँ राखेको छ अहिले, कि ट्विचमा हेरेको, ट्विचमा हेरे हो इको. टु विक्स अगाडिको मात्र देखाउँछ त. 1 month, 3 months. छैन त. टुडे गरौँ न हैन. छैन. No, there isn't. Stream highlights को. नयाँ प्याचमा खेलिसक्यो. What? Production.
You're toxic, man.
They have 4 duelists and
they have mocking. There's no way we lose.
Yeah, we don't lose against mocking. He's a troll.
One of them's okay. They have a Fortnite player. They have mocking. Whoever mocking's do okay. Okay. We got this.
Yeah, we won.
Wait, who's the Fortnite player?
Bumpa.
No.
Oh.
Really?
I'm getting spammed here.
छैन त
78 to Astra, close left.
A lobby. Teabag, teabag, teabag.
Reloading.
No way their best entry agent is the last one not even with them.
No shot.
It was a little bitter, bro.
Bro, you can't lie. My sky is clean.
Who's Jet?
Yeah,
Is it confused again?
Nope.
छैन
Oh.
छैन
I'm gonna do a dart on the wall.
Placing sentry.
On the
लाइक
door frame.
भर्खरै नयाँ प्याचमा चाहिँ खेलिरहेको छ होइन बट
Okay. I guess I'll play C this round.
फलो गरेको छैन
Look.
वाट
It's quiet C.
Hey, main one.
मैले फलो गरेको छैन वाट द्याट्स स्टुपिड
My
आई फलोड
mate has
हिम
Garouge, so we're you.
अर्कै पर्यो क्या
One is headshot box.
I can drone you through in if you want.
अर्कै
Catch a dead.
Or we can just go.
I walk back to Garouge.
We're double walk pushing through. I'm just gonna drone for you just to be extra safe. I'll go through window.
यिनीहरूले हेऱ्यो के खेल्नु हेर्नु होइन छैन छैन नयाँ स्किन इकोले राखेको होला तर नयाँ स्किन बन्डल द्याट्स स्टुपिड राम्रो छैन त्यो यसको चाहिँ हेरेँ यो यसको यो क्या राम्रो लाग्छ मलाई एनी ड्रो Bro, come on, what the fuck?
This is like girl sleepovers.
You keep hookah. Keep hookah.
I'm not. They have.
Okay.
On the right. Nice.
Yo. What? What's
Or AA. A lot. Nice, Annie. I mean, 5v3. We win these.
unrated होला?
Spikes down on my ping. Nice.
One enemy remaining.
5v1. Nice.
Nice. Shot गर्ने अन्नत. Oh my god.
Dead. You got this.
One enemy remaining.
What the fuck? Guys, you guys are
Ooh,
insane.
okay.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck I was doing right there.
They're out. Not actually. One maybe? One showers? Dart, backside. That's a dart. Nice, Annie.
Like control के कस्तो control गर्छ यार यो pro playerहरुले like You can do it, I can do it too भन्यो साइफरले लुल एनी ड्रोको भिडियोहरु क्या लाइक राम्रो छ के सुदिङ
Dude, I gotta pick how the fuck did we lose that?
C9 white को मलाई एकदमै खतरा लाग्छ यसको चाहिँ लाइक सोभा खेल्छ म्याच टुर्नामेन्टहरुमा चाहिँ हैन तर सोभा किन खेल्छ भइराछ के लाइक रेज यस्तो खतरा खेल्छ यसले बट आई डोन्ट नो
No! One enemy. In smoke, garden.
Garden.
Get his ass, hold on, I'm coming in.
Permission to alt. Nira reach. झरेर मरे भए कमेडी हुन्छ त ए यस्तो थियो पहिला आई डोन्ट रिमेम्बर यस्तो हुने
Watch, I'm gonna break his choke. Bam! Wait, back.
ooh okay
Bro. Well, I grouped myself.
अर्को रेजले उता हान्दा छ आफ्नो रेजले उता हान्दा छ yeah that's funny
What? Dude, I hit her.
I hit her yeah he hit her bot अति नै छ यार bot त मा
Wait. I only had one.
अझ यस्तो बेला ट्रिपमा अड्किनु पर्छ oh my god that would be the most annoying shit ever Catchy love what catchy love हुन्छ क्याट्सुमीको वाला भन्न खोजे ओके क्याट्सुमी पनि राम्रै छ मलाई लाइक तर भाइब चाहिँ यसको भाइब मलाई राम्रो लाग्यो आई लाइक हर प्लेज आई लाइक हर भाइब लाइक रमाइलो छ कि अरूहरूको त्यति लाइक वुमेन इम्पावरमेन्टको बढी देखाइरहेको थियो कि लाइक खै कसको मेलकोमा धेरै त्यस्तै हुन्छ Like I don't hate it, but I don't want to listen to that every single time they're talking about a female gamer. You know? Riz is so annoying, man. Use gun now. Okay. A cat is love. Katsumi wala. Okay. मैले प्लिज अब नयाँ अकाउन्ट बनाउनलाई त्यो राख्ने एनी इज लभ भन्दा ओके लाइक सी इज सो फन के एनी इज फन फेरि यही होइन अघि मार्ने They died because it was the last round, eh? If you guys don't know. 6-6, 12 rounds. Look at that. I told you, she's funny, yeah. She's funny. Okay.
Called the nade satchel. You like that? You like that?
You like that? Okay.
My dasher here.
जेटले ड्यास भएको यस्तो चाँडो ड्यास गर्छ नि झन्डै गएको कसरी That's stupid man त्यो भने कसरी बाचियो के त्यो रेसको अर्थ जहिले यस्तै हुन्छ क्या लाइक सबै तर लाइक मलाई यो राम्रो लाग्छ अरू लाइक अरू राम्रो लाग्छ बट जस्ट सेइङ झन्डै गएको Okay, nice, bro. Nice. First female radiant. I need draw. तर मलाई यो look at me, मलाई यो हैन के. I need this. If you guys didn't see, I need this. 3515. Give me that. I don't even need radiant. I'm just joking. I need radiant. I need radiant. म radiant पुग्छु कि पुग्दिन I don't know. But I don't know. मलाई skin. I need skins. Annoying यार. अति annoying हुन्छ त्यो सर चाहिँ. I don't know how they can just laugh it off, but I can't. म त रिसाउँछु. खतरा रिसाउँछु. त्यस्तो बेला. Ooh, okay, okay. I said my hand is hurting हैन तर म हात चलाएको चलाइछु के हात नचलाइकन बज्नै नसक्ने के fuck me man fuck me what turret for real shitty ass turret यो Cloud9 blue versus Cloud9 white पनि रमाइलो थियो बट पुरानो Cloud9 राम्रो थिएन अहिलेको Cloud9 राम्रो छ ब्लू वाला चाहिँ व्हाइट वाला त पहिलेदेखि व्हाइट वाला त फिमेल टिममा मध्ये सबभन्दा राम्रो Cloud9 व्हाइट हो हैन तर Cloud9 ब्लू चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ अलिक राम्रो भयो पहिला त रेलिक्स शिनोबी अनि फाइस ठिकै थियो रिलिक्स र शिनोबी चाहिँ मलाई राम्रो लाग्दैन थियो पहिलादेखि नै अब पछि गइसकेपछि त झन् गइहाल्यो हैन बट आई डिडन्ट लाइक देम बिफोर अहिले पनि मन पर्दैन मलाई किन लाइक कस्तो ग्रह नमिलेको भन्छ नि ग्रहै मिल्दैन थियो कि पहिलेदेखि प्रो म्याक्स अल्ट्रा हो भने I would even curse at them के कति चल्छ चुलबुल त्यो माछा जस्तो मलाई रिस उठ्ने अस्तिको हिजोको स्ट्रिममा पनि त्यस्तो थियो एकजना से चला के कस्तो हावा के चल्दै हान्छ लाग्छ के फेरि हामीलाई चाहिँ द फक इज दैट शिट म्यान सबै CS बाटै त हो अहिले यो Cloud9 व्हाइटमा को छ नयाँ Cloud9 white Alexis हो Alexis हो र Alexis हैन Jaji Kings पनि हैन नयाँ आएको छ एकजना नयाँ आएको छ त खै केटी yes केटी what no photo केडी पनि पहिला CS को खेल्थ्यो अहिले चाहिँ यसमा खेल्छ वान अफ द बेस्ट प्लेयर्स है त्यो पनि जेट खेल्छ खतरा खेल्दै वान अफ द बेस्ट ड्युलिस्ट फिमेल प्लेयरहरु मध्ये मेल हो क्याप्टेन अ 20 years के since 20 years हैन CS:GO मा जितेर अनि त्यसपछि आको के केटी X is so good यसको प्लेयरहरु हेर्यो भने प्लेयरहरु She's good. Kitty boop any draw हैन any draw यो चाहिँ 24 रहेछ ज्याजी किन्छ सबभन्दा त्यो चाहिँ youngest हैन like she's 16 yeah यो चाहिँ just like but I don't like her attitude कस्तो राम्रो लाग्दैन मलाई कात्सुमी पनि राम्रै छ she is cool उले नै हो कात्सुमी नै हो एस्ट्रा खेल्ने अघि भन्दै थियो नि yep Katsumi is cool and Anidro अनि केटी चाहिँ best in the team मलाई चाहिँ त्यस्तो लाग्छ Alexis is also not bad she is also good राम्रै खेल्छ duelist रेस खेलेको थियो अस्ति कोसँग हो but मलाई त्यो मेल चाहिँ मन पर्दैन निकालेको हैन निकालेको भन्नु मिल्दैन त्यो मात्र भएको के भन्छ लाइक के नमिलेर चाहिँ अनि लाइक बेन्च गरेको थियो बेन्च भन्दा नि त्यो नेट प्रब्लम हो कि के भएको थियो म्याचमा अनि त्यही भएर ज्याजी किन्सलाई नहालेको केटी निस्क्यो र केटी निस्क्या हैन केटी चाहिँ आगो चाहिँ होला बरु ए निस्केको हो ल अस्ति खेलेको थियो त अस्ति भरे आगो थियो हैन ए ओ एक टुर्नामेन्ट खेलेर गएछ ओ शिट म्यान आई डिडन्ट नो मैले हेर्दिन हेरेर फर्मर एक महिना बसेर गयो यार छ्या न्यू टिम सी इज नट इन एनी न्यू टिम्स ल मैले त अहिले पनि छ भन्था नि यार लाइक खेलेको थियो कि ऊ Cloud9 ले कोसँग CLG अनि TSM फिमेल यिनीहरू सबलाई धोबिहानेको थियो एक्सेससँग चाहिँ हार्यो बट खतरा खेलेको थियो त्यही त यति बेलासम्म ल शिट एक महिनासम्म खेलेको थियो यार अहिले गयो कहाँ गयो केही छैन like she's younger than me and she is so good left रहेछ निस्केछ लेफ्ट भएछ खतरा खेल्थ्यो के एनी ड्रो र यो केटी राम्रो लाग्थ्यो हाइस्ट फ्राई गर्ने जेट लिएर ओहो यसले गरेर जिता त हो गेम धेरै जसो लाइक वुमेन इम्पावरमेन्टको कुरा आउँछ फेरि होइन बट स्टिल केटाहरूलाई नै धोपिहान्थ्यो कि लाइक मेल टिमहरूलाई मेल प्लेयर्सहरूलाई CSGO मा पहिला तिनीहरूसँग खेल्थ्यो खै कोसँग CSGO बेला थाहा थिएन मलाई यसमा Cloud9 मा आएपछि मात्र थाहा भएको खतरा खेलेको थियो जेट त आफूले कहिले खेल्ने त्यसरी आफ्नो रिफ्लेक्सै जाँदैन त्यस्तो फास्ट
Stable
कुनै भिडियोहरू हेर्नु छ भने है मलाई लिंक पठाऊ है
financial position. And that's what we have here for V1. But like you said, the credits are running dry, and because they lost so many plays in that round, that's where it comes back to bite them. So both sides in a huge swing round here. If V1 are able to pick this up, they reset Sentinels, but same thing for Sentinels. Both teams taking things extremely slow. Again, that Viper wall being such an obtrusion, standing in a good position to get one kill, dismissed, get out of dodge, throw the Viper wall up, and help support his teammate. Sentinels, they have no intentions of that A site.
Back at the tournament again. मैले binge watch गर्नु पर्यो यार मैले अस्तिदेखि हेरेको छैन कति 2 हप्ता भइसकेछ
to try and create space or at least clear out towards back of site with bombs.
Right over towards Gong. There's still a player remaining. Effie's just holds on tight. And Sick doesn't even want to go for the peek. He's just trying to take down one of these rotators. Zelsis peeks out at a pretty good time. Well, he's taking down the run it back, and they said he's completely abandoned. Effie's is already here up close and personal.
One star here as well. Zoms has got to get this perfectly timed. Viper's wall, you're running out of toxins. Trip has been broken on the flank, and that's pulled Dapper away.
Okay,
it's Vanity trying to distract. Hot Hands is the other thing. The grapple been activated. Zelsis up top with this showstopper, but nobody is peeking.
Oh,
Sentinel's
2
making
HP.
no move at all.
Oh, Zelsis! He lands right into the Inferno, going all the way down to 2 HP off those Hot Hands. And Vanity, oh, Vanity. Yeah, at least clear up a couple of frags. The round is done. The round is
Dapper,
over.
man, Dapper.
Vanity just trying to do his damage. 10s, okay. Right as the ammo was running out.
Nice one.
Dashes in, gets the kill. Still
2 HP ले बचेको त्यो.
As the round
What?
expires. 2 to 2.
त्यसको गएको पो हुन्थ्यो यार.
A big post plant.
You're hoping Dapper maybe gets
I
out
am
of that
biased
one a
because
little
I
bit
love
better,
Sentinel. Like त्यस्तो विधि पनि हैन.
for Sentinels, they
My favorite is 100 tips तर तिनीहरु हार्यो के. चुत्तेहरु हार्यो के मुजी. I know it's not their fault, but still the same. फेरि पठाएले के पठाए. We got him, Cool. Temper Void. Yeah, I've been trying to order tickets to Shakon, but can't seem to. Saw. Gone. But can't seem to find it again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him.
We got him.
Oh my ear. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay, थाहा पाउँछ के I watched it a lot. Asuna is God. I know Asuna is God. मैले धेरै नै हेरिसके. खतरा के त्यसको like awareness हैन. Awareness, reflex. Like one-on-one बनाउँछ नि त्यो खतरा के.
I literally did God's work. I am the best Astra in NA history. Literally decided to get the round in my back and just carry.
Okay. Yeah, Asuna is God. School पनि जान्छ. Asuna. Peter. Mazuruk. 17 हो के यो अनि त के रे जाजी केन 16 17 मा यस्तो वर्ल्ड रिनोन प्लेयर यार. खतरा खेल्छ. पहिले मोटरमा थियो. 0.295 मा हो र अहिले हैन 3 मा खेल्छ जस्तो 0.3 मा. I don't remember it though. 1213. Ukrainian descendant. यसको बारेमा अरु के छैन. Minima Phantom त्यो like I didn't like it that much. Like why? The question I get. 17. 100 Thieves को किन आइरहेछ Hico Spencer Martin Nitro Nicholas Canella Nicholas Canella पो हो okay Joshua Nissan Josh okay one of the best player मलाई लाग्ने like यसको म स्ट्रिम जहिले पनि हेरे पनि like केही थाहा हुन्छ के like केही बुझिन्छ के सिकिन्छ मतलब अरूहरुको हेर्दा अब स्किल देखेर रमाइलो हुन्छ यसको चाहिँ प्लेइङ के भन्ने खेलेको देखेर स्ट्र्याटेजीहरु कसरी खेल्छ त्यो हेरेर टोटल विनिङ्स 90k छैन हौ त्यति छँदै छैन रहेछ आसनाको बारेमा यसको रियल नाम पो राख्नुपर्छ बे पिटर के रे मजुरुक अरु के छैन लाइक यति मात्र अरु के छँदै छैन रहेछ स्टिल क्यानेडियन हो ओके बट क्यानेडियन जस्तो लाग्छ I don't think so छैन अरु के छँदै छैन रहेछ आसनाको छँदै छैन रहेछ यो स्टिलले गरेर चाहिँ मन पर्दैन तिमीलाई त्यति बेला त्यो गरेको थियो तर पछि त्यसले रिग्रेट गरेर अब पछि राम्रो गर्यो नि त लाइक हो त्यो कुराले धेरैलाई मन पर्दैन हैन बट यसमा सजामलाई पनि म दोष दिन्छु के लाइक सजामले पनि लाइक स्नेच गरे के त्यो माथि सजाम स्नेच द्याट्स व्हाई मलाई यो सेन्टिनलमा सजाम र सिनात्रा बाइक अरु सब मन पर्छ आई डोन्ट लाइक सजाम मैले यो सेन्टिनल मन परेकै यो सिक ड्यापर अनि टेन्जले गरेर हो जम्प्स पनि इज क्वाइट गुड तर आई डोन्ट लाइक सजाम लाइक आई डोन्ट हेट हिम बट आई डोन्ट लाइक हिम टु स्टिल त्यही टक्सिक भएर मलाई मन पर्यो लाइक टक्सिक बट राम्रो लाइक नचाहिने कुरामा टक्सिक हैन नि त नराम्रो खेल्यो भनेर टक्सिक हुन्छ नि त लाइक रेड एन्डमा त्यस्तो नुबहरुले यस्तो खेल्यो भने त अनि टक्सिक हुनु पर्यो टक्सिक भन्दा नि रेज हुन्छ धेरै त्यस्तो भनौं न
almost reset V1 but with two with them
one of the best हो नि सिक त सेज र के रे सेज र फिनिक्समा बेस्ट प्लेयरहरु नै त्यही दुई जना त हो दुई जना हैन दुईटा एजेटमा राम्रो खतरा लाग्ने म त्यो एकजना हो त्यसपछि यो फिनिक्समा खतरा लाग्ने भनेको आसुना सिक अनि त्यसपछि ड्रोन त्यो तीनजना चाहिँ यो फिनिक्स एजेन्टमा खतरा के तिनीहरू एकदमै सिक त वान अफ द बेस्ट नै हो मलाई एकदमै बबाल लाग्ने यही यो सिक एकदमै खतरै लाग्छ के वान अफ द बेस्ट हो यार मलाई त राम्रो लाग्छ फेरि अर्को भिडियो पठाए
Riley says to a classmate,
what's that Samekle फेरि अर्को पठाए हेरौँ है त
Riley says to a classmate, "Can a nigga borrow a French fry?" And my first thought wasn't, "Oh my God, he said the word, the N word." It was, "Now how is a nigga gonna borrow a fry? Nigga, is you gonna give it back?"
What? What the fuck? That's stupid.
Both saving 2 players.
That's
You're obviously
stupid.
going to force back into this round, and in that one, it came down to that flank from Vanity. I think the timing was maybe a little bit too labored because of that trip. He tried to play it so that he was faking a flank, but at the time that he did actually want to flank, it was already too late. So Sentinels tying things up here. Early Viper's pick.
फेरि अर्को पठाएले के हो निगा बरो फ्राई त के हो मैले बुझेन है मैले चाहिँ बुझेन त्यो
There's no way you can do this.
Bro. GTA is racist, right? What? What? What the fuck? What's this shit? GTA 5 is racist. GTA पनि खेल्नु पर्ने तर मलाई खेल्ने कस्तो लाग्छ That's stupid.
What's up, doggy? How you doing, boy? I got you cute little boy. Play dead. That's a good boy. Okay, stop playing dead. How you doing, boy? I got
What?
you cute little boy. Play dead.
That's
a good boy.
What?
Okay, stop playing dead now. Doggy?
What the fuck?
Doggy?
What the fuck is
I
this?
know this isn't the time for jokes, but this brings a whole new meaning to a hot dog.
Bro. Fuck.
And now we continue with our
What the fuck?
documentary, The Nigger Shark. As the Nigger Shark returns from his daily robbing, he glides through the air to lake to return to his natural habitat. However, things are about to get a little more interesting for him when a real shark appears. The Nigger Shark is startled, but nevertheless sizes up to the white beast. Yielding his weapon, the Nigger Shark displays a scene of defense,
Nigger
which seems
Shark.
to have deterred the shark from attack. Unfortunately, the Nigger Shark was no match for an actual shark.
What the fuck? Nigga soccer.
Guys, here's proof that GTA is racist. Here we have a nice young black specimen, and now we have a dead young black specimen. Notice I haven't received the star yet, even though it is obvious that I am
What?
the killer. Yet
That's
no one seems
dark.
to care. An ambulance appears, inspects the scene, realizes the victim is black, and moves on. I decide to shoot him again to see if there are any changes. There are not. And now we move on to a young white female. This time the circumstances are a lot more different. She clocks my presence and decides to run. However, the stupid bitch forgets that I am black and I will catch her. And the rest speaks for itself.
अब चाहिँ पुलिस आयो
Racist.
Okay, this is a bit यो चाहिँ comedy
the fuck is going on here?
What are you guys saying? What are you saying? What are you saying?
It's like it's literally chain smoking. They're all chain smoking, literally.
What?
Yeah, what, nigga? What, nigga? Come on, nigga. Whatever, chump. Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga. Yeah, back the fuck up, nigga. 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 I'm 100%
I am
nigga.
again. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, take my like. Take it. Just take it. This was dark. A bit darker than I thought. A bit darker than I thought. Now let's continue with this. Again.
Early Viper's Pit going down towards C, and that Viper's Pit works in where you force them to just go to either of the other two sites. And the Vipers will up as well. You kind of obtrude them, and you kind of force them to go back towards this A side where there are already two players, but they are working their way back. Are they actually going to try and clear this out?
Darkening
shot, they
this
actually want to try this. It's the Viper's Pit up again. It's the first sight of it. Whippy just wants to stay around the tip of it. That owl drone is gonna go through. Whippy not spotted at all.
Oh my goodness.
Still gonna hug that corner.
Yeah, and as soon as you walk through, 1 HP for Sick. Recon Bolt will force Whippy, but he can just retake this position. So much time is just being bought here off the clock. You've got Dapper on the lurk who needs to go huge, but as soon as any contact is made, they isolate Dapper just by throwing up that Viper's Wall, and now he's been revealed.
Yep.
Viper's Wall should be going up here in a second, but if you are Sentinels, how do you try and even approach this site? They're saving those toxins just for this exact moment with 30 seconds left.
Again, that Viper's Pit, it puts everyone in V1 in such a good position. They can play these off angles. They can play at least anticipating that rotation. And that's exactly what they at least attempted to do. Quick smokes back from Sentinels covering up that B site. The spike is most likely going to go down very soon. And indeed it is! No, Zelsis! No shot could have denied the spike. Still trying to go for another shot into Dapper. Misses out again. And now he's plugged up. Shot through the smoke. Zelsis.
Nice.
Disaster.
Dapper.
But it's not the end of the round yet. There's still 4 players remaining for version 1.
Dapper.
Splitting up the sites. Splitting up the links. Penny getting one. Dismisses out immediately. Tens. Oh! Passing it again. Tens has been utilizing that so well. Just getting up close. Sick now getting 2 kills off the other link. Effie's now the last one remaining on a 1v2. Gonna be able to get one. Spike is still in his face. The Cosmic Divide covering up more time. Shazam playing Ring Around the Rosie. Effie's gonna go down to Shazam. Sentinels. Such a lockdown over an A link and B link. They get it done.
You're gonna criticize Tens for being overly aggressive on post plans. Well, look at that clip. A perfect moment to strike with that dash to create all that space.
तेरे यार अलिक काम गर्नु पर्यो ब्रो मैले यो लेफ्ट ह्यान्डबाट जे पनि उठाउने लेफ्ट ह्यान्डबाट उठाउने बानी के पहिलेदेखि नै अनि पहिलेदेखि त थिएन लाइक अस्तिदेखि चाहिँ लाइक जे उठाउँदा पनि भारी भारी बोके हैन अनि यो मसल टियर भएको होला कि त रेस्ट नपुग्यो होला दिनदिनै यो पुरै चलाचलै भयो नि त दिनभरि अनि मेबी that may have happened. I don't know though. What's up, bro? आज त मैले खेलेन तिमीहरुले खेल्यो नि. How was the game, bro? How was the game, man?
Penny is going to be trying to set up a Lear. I mean, great read from Tens and net Sentinels that full control of A links and to get them the third as well. V1 now reset here financially. Go down to Pistol. Sentinels have an opportunity.
Negative sense भन्नाले हैन.
We see again a concentration from V1 towards the A side. They're going to use that Viper.
Mouse के अझ ठीक भएन. Sad.
Bravo will delay them only momentarily.
Yeah, Dota. मैले Dota मलाई खेल्नै आउँदैन के तेरो. म त खेल्दै नत्र. But one मात्र आउँछ तेरो. Carpal tunnel. Game.
They're looking for these early fights and with the Viper wall
Carpal
going
tunnel.
down,
What's carpal tunnel?
Yet. The action on the other side is not.
Q carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel. What's that? No, bro. I don't think that's what happened. No, त्यो हैन. Like मेरो arm यतापट्टि देखाएको छ कि छैन दिस वान यतापट्टि देखिरहेछ लाइक यति यति यो खै के भएको आई डोन्ट नो अचानक लाइक दुखेर आयो धेरै खेलेर जस्तो लाग्यो दिनभरि खेले होइन अनि मेबी बिकज अफ द्याट आई डोन्ट नो बट आई डोन्ट नो के हो खै थाहै छैन लाइक त्यही त मैले सर्च गरेको आर्म भन्दाखेरि जहिले जोइन्टको बारेमा मात्र देखाउँछ क्या लाइक द्याट्स स्टुपिड त्यही भएर खै के हो क्या के भएको लाइक टेन्सन भएर फेरि यस्तो बेला बाहिर जानु पनि मिल्दैन कहीँ देखाउन जान्छु भनेको त्यहाँ पनि जानु मिल्दैन अब मलम सलम लगाएर बस्नु पर्ला अरू के गर्नु छ र गाह्रो छ गाह्रो like I know it's not that much of a problem when you look at other people's problem right now but सबैको आफ्नो हुन्छ कि के भन्ने यस्तै हो सबैलाई आफ्नै चिन्ता छ यस्तै छ दुनियाँ हाम्रो के गर्नु ब्रो के गर्नु यस्तै हो
That gets pressured away and the Aldron
राख्दा पनि कहिले काहीँ दुख्छ फेरि एकछिनमा ठिक हुन्छ फेरि चलायो भने एकछिन के हुँदैन फेरि दुखेर आउँछ खत्रै दुख्ने त होइन लाइक तर दुखिराख्ने के I don't know what happened
That's what I've realized. They want bums. They want fucking. I changed everything. I got a fade that week and everything. I started fucking going crazy. I'm like, hey.
Yep. US Army soldier gets wife cheating and this happens. And he realizes that it's not his fault, it's the girl's fault for not wanting him. एक दुई दिन रेस्ट गराउनु पर्ला आर्मलाई त रेस्ट नो म्यान इमोसनको कुरा होइन कि यसमा भने गुगल गऱ्यो भने लाइक लेट्स गुगल है लेट्स गुगल दिस लेट्स गुगल माई आर्म इज हर्टिङ ओके due to muscle or tendon damage. Look at that. I told you, man. I told you. Unexplained shoulder and arm pain can sometimes be a warning sign of a heart attack. Like what? A heart attack is a medical emergency. Okay, I know that it's a medical emergency, but what? Heart attack? How do I get rid of my arm? Self-care. Rest. Take a break from your normal activities. Okay, I'm gonna do that from today onwards. Ice, place an ice pack. यस्तो जाडो छ पानी परिरहेको छ यस्तो आइस प्याक राख्ने कम्प्रेसन युज गर्ने स्वेलिङ भएको छैन एलिभेसन इफ स्वेलिङ भएको छैन what could be the let's say what did you overuse injuries usually this यसमा त के भन्छ छैन लाइक युट्युबमा हेरेको थिएँ कि मैले like let's see my arm is hurting like so like can't यो होइन यता छैन होला Can you work out while sore? यो वाला पनि हैन like why? यतापट्टि दुखे like यही होला जस यस्तोमा एउटा हेरेको थिएन हार्ट अट्याक हुन सक्छ रे हैन अनि फेरि के चाहिँ के भनेको थियो कि लाइक द्याट स्टुपिड थियो के लाइक एकदमै leave it that's stupid I know it त्यही भने हार्ट अट्याक भन्छ के यस्तो लाइक ओ माई गॉड कन्क्लुजन निकालिहाल्छ गुगलले लाइक you have cancer you have heart attack go and die immediately oh my god don't ever google any diseases you are suffering from you're gonna die from worrying too much anxiety भएकोहरूले झन् no don't even google anything man related to anything that's happening to you like हात दुख्यो हार्ट अट्याक खुट्टा दुख्यो हार्ट अट्याक ढाड दुख्यो स्पाइनल कर्डको इन्जरी स्पाइनल कर्ड बिग्रिन लाग्यो लाइक हुन्छ कुनै सिचुएसनमा हुन सक्छ हैन बट लाइक धेरै नै सिरियस म्याटरमा लगिदिन्छ के गुगलले लाइक don't Google it.
Rifles. I mean, the best thing that they can do is play these off angles. There's one player over towards garage just waiting up for that contact, but the C side being slowly taken. A plethora of stars back and forth. 45 seconds left. C side is all theirs.
Should be no troubles here for Sentinels. You've got ults, Shazam. You now have his Hunter's Fury online after grabbing the orb. Well, Tens is just going to be looking for a kill to exit out on that Blade Storm. So V1, if you were to approach this site, which they are going to, with nothing to lose really in an eco round like this, how do you even go about it? Dapper's going to spot the first flank. You need to really focus to be towards spawn, and V1, they've got the guns to maybe win this out, but do they have the manpower? Well, they surely do in a 5v5. Gravel's being expended. They are going to tap the spike here, but Shazam's Hunter's Fury was always going to be the biggest detriment. He's going to spam it down here, and there's no opportunity for V1.
Oh, Dapper 6 still combining. 6. Okay, goes down to Effie's. Effie's still trying to find one. The round is finally over. Spike going to go up. Everyone going to be able to survive. Vanity still sitting up on the mid side with the judge. Didn't end up going down either, so he's going to be essentially stuck with the judge.
That was stupid. Wait, excuse me.
Vanity is notorious for shotguns.
Yeah.
Used to call him the Vanity Bucky.
Okay, man. Good night, Jizzy, man.
I remember you got that one.
Hope you had a great game today. Hope you had a great day. And yeah. सुत्ने त अब 2-3 बजे नै होला. So yeah, have a good time watching anime.
Double kill against C9 Blue with that Bucky.
Yeah.
म पनि anime हेर्थे. Anime नै stream गर्थे होला, but copyright खाइहाल्छ के. That's why I won't do it anymore. दिमाग मात्र खान्छ. Timers. Okay.
So who knows? Who knows what could happen here with Vanity? But
Night man.
unfortunately, yeah,
म पनि
with surviving.
यो म्याच पछि म पनि स्ट्रिम एन्ड गर्छु होला आई गेस. धेरै गरे भने फेरि अलिक च्याउने हुन्छ. Who would watch it, right? No one's watching it. So it's stupid to continue it. आफू एक्लै हेरौँला हैन अरूलाई किन.
Not enough credits to even reinvest in
We'll
armor.
see.
Don't even know
मलाई
how
भने
many
1-2
starting
बजेसम्म
is
हेरिदिउँला.
exactly, but attack pause
स्ट्रिम
call.
गरिदिउँला.
Or tech, not too
What
sure
would
for
happen,
which
right?
side, but I imagine
What can
it
happen?
could be for V1, and you're in a point where
Well,
you can't
let's
even
not
figure out what
say
you want
that.
to do with your financials.
Let's
You
not
wanna
say
force
that.
up completely,
Jinx
Vanity
may
does.
happen here.
A side.
Waiting up for their attempt. Now look at listen to this though. We had a poll going on earlier. Map number 1 ended up going 80-20 in the favor of Sentinels, and chat has almost completely changed their opinion. 56-44 going back towards Sentinels again. Early on, however, it is going to be Zelsis going to be able to get 2, so Zom's around the corner. Takes down Zelsis right off the trade. Still that gravity wall, going to be able to cover up. You still have that Viper wall over towards Long 2, and they are just completely choked out, Sully. 120 left in the round. Shazam walking into the jaws of the beast, aka Webby in the off angle. Shazam still gets the kill. Ult Orb run in front of him, but not exactly going to do too much. Zom still has 2 points away from that Cosmic Divide. Penny in the back line. Really both players still here, and one just anchoring on the other side of the server. Zoms goes down in a heap to FDs. That recon bolt going out, and this kill should just be about done, but Penny doesn't actually go for the peek. Instead throws out the eye, distracts for the FD's frag. 4-3.
Wow.
Close matches. Small attack pause, definitely sorting things out. Sentinels still plenty of credits though, and while the approach certainly did not pan out, that is such an unwinnable position. If they've been doing that bait and switch, man, like 3 rounds so far towards sewers, where you leave one of your duelists and just have Whippy bait, pull the attention towards him, where you're like, okay, we gotta chase down Whippy, we gotta chase him down as we're falling out of sewers, and then little do you know, in the pocket is just Zelsis or Penny there for a quick double. Sentinels with another buy in the cards, but V1 looking a little bit more confident now with their buy. Still Vanity on the judge with Penny in again, kind of that sewers position is going to get forced out. And Sentinels, they will win that exchange. However, more snake bites, a lot of utility committed here by Whippy just to maintain A. And, well, they've won this duel. If you are Sentinels, you're walking in blind essentially, and now down 50 HP. This is a huge risk for Six to try and look for it, but he does have a run it back to possibly open things up. But a minute
50
10
HP,
left,
come
Sentinels,
on. That's Viper's
sweet time.
Well, we're talking about.
It's the only thing they can do. Sentinels, they have been resorting back to a default already a couple of rounds in this game thus far, and it's been working out for them. I think most of their defaults have actually worked out in their favor. Mostly it comes down to, but it's kind of just the off timing of the rotation, Sully. At least that's my feeling of it. Some of these rounds for V1 just haven't been going their way in terms of timing.
Well, unfortunately for Sentinels, they haven't pulled really any rotations. You can see kind of a retake setup towards C off of the Hunter's Sphere from Effie's. Sick here again with a run it back, is going to use it towards the B side 10s, but it's Zelsis again, another bait and switch. Trigger discipline, and this is perfect from Zelsis, but he's spraying. Nothing is connecting, and there at the very end, he'll find something.
Okay, interesting. Sick not even going for the frag. They didn't even know where Zelsis was, it seems. Still Vanity over in mid. It's starting to become a little bit chaotic. Still the spike going to be able to go down. Vanity up a little bit closer, but still the verticality and the distance for Zoms is going to help him out to at least take over that mid-side control. Sick slapping down Penny. Now Vanity, the last one remaining in a 1v3, trying to dash away.
Nice one.
But Sick strikes him down. 4 kills
one,
for
guys.
Sick.
Nice one.
And Sentinels with a 5th. It's again V1. A little bit unfortunate. Zelsis could have opened up that round entirely.
Yeah, you would have hoped that Zelsis would have been able to get that first kill almost instantly onto 10s and transition to Sick and hold it down with his utility, but haphazard spray, and they lose the round unfortunately because of it, I think. And Sentinels, that was a round where you keep the majority of your players alive. Sick with a huge 4K entry, massive going into it. Finally, 10s and Sick are starting to awaken, it feels like, here in map number 2. And V1 struggling once more for cash. Vanity, who has been on a shotgun, he's going to find himself back on another shotgun. The shorty this time around, though. Sentinels once more with a very slow approach, but a lot of pressure towards A. 3 players here, and all 3 of them got some kind of menacing weapon. 2 Spectres and 1 Sheriff, and they've got all of the ground to work with.
Standing ahead.
Indeed they do. Everyone for V1 just kind of corralled over towards Long and Sick. alongside two of his teammates just barreling their way into the B side. They end up finding one, but they still kind of just abandon this mission. They're still giving up more or less mid-control, just keeping an eye on it. Okay, Vanity. No, wanted to pick up the rifle. It goes down immediately to Shazam. Okay. Talk about Bucky Vanity. He's already used a judge and a shorty to get up a couple of kills already. Still version 1. Couple of Spectres. Not a lot of util except for the Showstopper, really, to make their way back on site. Nice. The snake bite. Line up over towards Spike, but the Spike goes down before it even lands.
Goodness, and Sick is just sitting here. Oh, never mind. That is not a kill you needed to give up if you're Sick. Now you put this in a pretty winnable position. You mentioned that Showstopper. Well, now they've got a rifle. Quick burst, and there it goes out. 10 sitting in the middle. He could go down so quickly with Psalms from downrange. A huge frag coming out from him. And it's Penny to tap this Spike.
Nice.
Zam is walking
Wow. Jumps. Come on. Calm down, man. Calm down.
And land themselves on a 6.
Jumps.
Yo, that coverage from Zoms, though. This guy straight up said that he had his 6. Zoms just watching over that across the site. Wonderfully done off the 3K at the end. A little bit more of a farm in the last 2 kills, but that first one, all too clean. Sentinels.
Zoms, man. Calm down, bro.
Now they have themselves
that was so freaking good from Zoms, man.
Over this game.
Zoms has been doing so freaking good right now.
Of a reset. We look over towards the setup though. We see a whole lot of stars at the top of A main, Sully.
We've seen so many like triple battles coming out from V1. Well, Ten's just gonna say straight up, I'm just gonna beat you guys out towards it. Well, they've decided to reposition this poison orb straight in front of A main instead of at the very front, the entrance. So, or A long apologies. Stars going out, Cosmic Divide ready, and Tens, who's already used his dash, has got really no entry power here, and Sick himself has got no run it back. It's going to come down to just what they can get going, and well, Sick so snappy, they haven't checked this corner, and it's Penny, who is again playing this bait and switch, but Dapper has switched them out, and now Sentinel's controlling this entire site in a 5v2. No access here for V1.
Oh, but Vanity's still fighting. Tens, very preemptive on the spray. Just trying to spam down the angle. And Effie's goes down to the trade back from Zoms. What a quick take back over towards A. And I was worried about the util.
Yeah, I got scared for a second with all that Viper util. The fact that there was no entry possibility from 10 off of the dash. It was like, okay, well, how's he going to create this space? Well, no. Six says, I'm just going to whip my gun straight
like
into the head.
Headshot ne kya Magnet जसरी हेड मा जान्छ के त्यसको धेरै नै के विफ खाको धेरै नै कम छ के त्यसको
Picking up that tempo here.
One of the best players, yeah.
3 looking a lot more confident here on map number 2.
Magnetic
once more.
Crosshair
the same vicious cycle that Sentinels found themselves in map number 1 is that they are constantly kind of in transit between full buys and tens will open things up. Nebula goes out, and he will pick up the Spectre, but a great opening already as it gives now Sentinels plenty of time just to now relax and reset things.
That's all they wanted, some breathing room. Version 1 haven't exactly been fighting up close and personal in any of these choke points, and you would think that the mid site could be a little bit more of a contest in a sense, but still Sentinels just kind of gaining up that control every single time. Penny actually going out for an early swing, trying to anticipate someone in garage, but still nothing for him. Sick takes him down, and that's yet another advantage for Sentinels. Everyone for V1 is around the B side at the moment. This is not looking too great.
Dapper with that camera as well will give Sentinels plenty of info that this area is going to be completely cleared out, just in case Tens is ensure to clear these corners. So Viper wall ready, but that shouldn't be really any issue here for Sentinels. Possibly on the post plane if things get dicey. Effie's lining up a couple of shock darts. Do they land in the right position? Is he aiming for default? No. For that back corner and nearly pulled in by the Astra as well. That could have gone a little bit dangerous, but a 3v5 post plan and Sentinels, they're definitely looking confident now.
Oh yeah, they're doing just fine. 2 pieces of util in that same corner, and Tens doesn't really care.
Okay.
Out and away over
that was flawless, man.
An easy 2K.
Flawless.
And version 1 line themselves up over towards the A site. Version 1, however, still back with those rifles. I just want to see if they can change anything up. Really just give them a leg up into the second half. Kind of like what Sentinels did at the end of the first half of Ascent. Any sort of gap that they can give themselves.
Well, one thing that maybe V1 have Is this Viper's
Let's
pit?
do
Are we
it.
gonna see Whippy use it here
10
early
sick.
today?
You can do
Looks
this.
like he might be fighting for that control, right? The wall
Dapper,
goes up, he
you
gets
can
a
do
little bit of
this.
space, decides to throw it down in A.
तर भइसक्यो अब किल थाल्ने किक भइरहेछ I don't know but
That control and yup,
Only
there it
map
goes. So
night
now they've
out.
assumed basically full
खेलिसक्यो होला
control of A, but keep in mind this is a
पुगिसक्यो
3-map site, so you could
T1
go back towards B, you
T1 सँग
could
हो
go
र
back
T1
towards
कि
C,
T1
and it's sick.
T1 सँग
He's gonna look
खेलिरहेछ
to open things up. He's gonna get pulled away by the gravel momentarily, but he's got enough space already. Tens is gonna follow suit in his footsteps. But they aren't committed. Look at the positioning of this spike. They still aren't fully going into this site at all. Despite the ults that have been committed, and despite
What?
Tens going
Right
straight
click
on
was
in, he's denied a kill, but he will eventually get something.
And he's still spraying while he's completely blind. And he's still going for more. It's not a kill from Tens. It's actually Zoms. Picking up a player right in the middle of the smoke. And now look at the routing from Tens. Trying to get the wrap down onto FBs. Just trying to make as much noise as possible. Dragging away attention from version 1. Some way, somehow, able to take away the C site from Sentinels. But it's just because they cut noise. They went all the way back towards deep long. Now they're finally on their way back after they clear out C. This is so well done by Shazam and Dapper.
Oh, this is such a difficult post plant to play because now you've got one coming on your flank, no garage control, but when you're at a disadvantage, try and create your own opportunity, Shazam! Whiplash to the left, and it's Effie's instead to find the kill.
No.
Oh, Dapper. You saw him in a couple of these situations in the last map. And in a 1v3, can he pull it off? He starts off strong. A quick burst. We're into long, taking down Penny. We still have Effie's running his way in. Dapper 1v1 against Whippy.
Okay, no, yeah.
Come on, Dapper. Playing the box. Whippy elevated. Whippy spots him out first. 71 HP.
Okay.
Dapper run for the hills. Playing time. Whippy still around. Whippy's just throwing out util. Dapper gets plugged up. 49 HP. Whippy defuse. Clicks. Still not dead. Dapper playing time to a T. It's clinical.
Oh, nice, bro.
Dapper wins out the round for Sentinels. 1v3.
That was so freaking good, man.
Oh my goodness, Dapper.
Winning before killing, like that. Winning matters more than your kills. Wins matter most. Wins matter more than your kills. That's what he showed us. 9-3 त्यो जितेको भए 8-4 हुन्थ्यो 8-4 मा अब उनीहरूले के गर्थ्यो like even 1 round 1 second matters man 0.01 matters 0.01 second matters.
This guy's in the National World Tag League or something, dude. He's just running around that box.
खतरा गेला यार त्यसले
Professional tag. I mean, dude, you can.
No, you're right. That is sick, though.
Oh
You
my
couldn't
God.
touch this guy. Dapper was just running circles around Whippy, man.
I'd hate
Monkey in the
to play
middle
with
of
him
box
like
is
that.
what he's playing around. That is
I would hate him.
perfect. That is crazy from Dapper. It looked like in that instance, like V1 had all of that control. They had everything going, and then Dapper's like, nah, man, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm just gonna run in circles, and you're never gonna get me. Sentinels. It was a cold first map, but dude, they are heated up here, man. Tens and sick, both finding their footing here finally. V1
Nice
at a
one.
9
Dapper
deficit.
यही भएर मलाई मन
Keep in
पर्छ
mind,
क्या.
though,
One of the best
they can
players
still
man.
make a recovery. It's not impossible. We've
the
seen what they can do on a Sentinel.
राम्रो
We'll see if they
लाग्छ
can
मलाई
replicate
धेरै
it
नै.
here on the attack, where
Dapper.
they found most of their success on that previous map. And once more, majority frenzies and Sentinels shifting around this map. The Vipers were already up very early on this A side.
I like
They
his
aren't convinced here,
vibe.
Sentinels, and instead, Tens here, he might get caught out if he wants to make the cross. He won't. Instead, he'll just sit in the back.
Oh, Tens. He didn't want to sit any longer. Pushes out the situation, but he's not able to get anything from it. So instead, Whippy. Okay, whipping around. You still have Dapper.
Nice.
Okay, still fighting. He does go down to just about 22 HP.
What
off the
are
right
you
click,
guys
but
doing,
Effie's in
man?
Celsius. Holding
What you
down the
doing?
line on B. They line up essentially the last two frags in terms of danger on the B site. Still Dapper.
यिनीहरूले किन पिक गरे
But that's the end of the round, version
Bro,
1.
come on, don't do
with a
that.
big pissed around dub, but it got very scrappy.
अति नै खतरा भयो.
Very, very scrappy. That
अलिकति लुज.
2K frenzy. And the two players kind of just watching the B site. Very smart from V1 to kind of have every extremity covered. You know that Dapper was on your flank. You had
पिकै नभएर
Zelsis
त्यो
just in
मुन्जु
case you wanted
कस्तो
for that
लुकी
swing.
लुकी
And the
आउँछ
two players
यहाँ
watching
पिक
the
गर्छ यिनीहरू
main
मर्छ
swing.
अनि.
A little bit risky, I think, for Sentinels to take such an early fight
That's
there.
what
When
I'm
you kind of
saying.
have a man advantage to instantly lose 2 to those frenzies. It's V1 will have the start that they were looking for. Picking up the 4th round and the first and the second half. Bravos both an A main and towards A long. Shazam denied the info and given ground here to V1. The Viper's wall here is already set up. I don't know how much can be pulled here from Zoms as the grab that'll at least keep his position unbeknownst. Never mind, it's gonna clear him out ultimately, and yeah, Penny will find an opening.
Boosting up. At least his stat line just a little bit more. You still have Sick and Dapper, still trying to go for the drop, and Penny, all right, get your ace. Get your ace, baby. Come on, Penny. Still one over towards the heaven side. Oh, okay. Sick. Oh, Sick actually put it to a 1v1. Quick frag on the Vanity in the middle of sight, and although I was joking a little bit, Sully, and yes, finally, Penny does get his ace. Sentinels does a whole lot of damage that round to B1.
Yeah, I think that round maybe got a little bit too close for comfort for the likes of...
Main carry नभनौँ न. Carryले मात्र गरेर गेम जित्दैन नि. Like you can just get 5 kills and that kills should have determined the game, then you won. Like यसो के clutch situation मा कि त like flank आइराको त्यसलाई कसरी नहेरे बेला त्यति बेला फर्केर मार्दिने हैन. Like critical situation हरुमा kill पाएर कम kill पायो, just 6 kill. Shazamले 6 kill मात्र पाएको छ, but he did some great impacts in the game, and that's what matters. If that makes you win the game, if that makes you win some rounds, then like जस्तै अब यसमा सिकले त्यति धेरैलाई मारे हैन. अब यिनीहरुसँग अब पैसै छैन हेर, 000 छैन. लाइक यिनीहरुको पैसाको लागि अब पैसा पुगेन नि त. लाइक उनीहरुले त सेभ गरेकोले पुगिरा छैन. यिनीहरुले सेभ गर्यो त्यो किने पनि अब यिनीहरुले घाटा खायो नि त. लाइक इम्प्याक्ट जति बढी भयो त्यति राम्रो के. लाइक किल कम भयो पनि इम्प्याक्ट राम्रो भयो भने राम्रो. लाइक इट्स व्हाट म्याटर्स, नट द किल्स, बट क्यारी गर्नेहरु पनि राम्रै हो. लाइक गर्नेहरु माथि केही भनेको छैन कि. लाइक गर्नेहरुले त गरिराख्यो हैन, तर कम किल्स भयो पनि impactful kills भयो भने चाहिँ
out of pocket. I mean, you can see the idea from Sentinels is to delay and play those cheeky positions, that gravel, to try and delay the owl drone so Zoms could remain in that position. Sentinels did a fairly good job of really just catching V1 off guard with their pistols and whatever they could muster in that round, and now this is all about doing more damage. You take them out here. Penny was the only one with above 1,000 credits. This is a position where if Sentinels, you win this round, you're not only going to reset V1, but you've got an opportunity to pull ahead.
That was, oh my god.
Touch on the orb and a quick flick back. All right.
Like Shazamले किन त्यो गरे मलाई थाहा छैन, but yeah, lucky one. Shot लाग्यो.
At least for Shazam, and he's still holding down the line, still getting more information off that owl drone. Okay, Shazam, off of that interaction alone, you feel a little bit more confident in this A-hold as he does have a teammate right around the corner and short to try to help him out. And not only that, but he has more reinforcements. One in the back of A, and V1 is still tempting this A-take.
Oh, okay. Vanity's elected to pull the stars off, so they're trying to sell a fake here. They are really trying to sell a fake, but on the other side of the map, they're not pulling because you have Dapper sitting there waiting with that camera, and while 3 players are ahead here, Sick is using the running back. He's looking for that information. He will be sent back eventually.
Nice.
Not before he's able to get a kill and then some.
42.
Okay, that's big from Sick. He can stay alive. He can stay safe. Oh!
Woo! Okay.
Absolute legend! This man was flashed! And he just micro-flicked onto a second head at the same time?
Low थियो.
A 3K from Zoms to close out the round. This boy is cold. He's breaking ankles, getting frags.
Shazamले
He just looks good doing it. 10th.
Low
Now for
Sentinels.
Damn.
These are just some...
Look at that. Look at the flick.
If he's like saying
Okay.
That's our flick of the day, right?
It might have been a flick. It might have just been him being a little bit lazy on the recoil. Who knows? But still,
oh no, dude!
It's
like
no matter
I get
what
it.
A perfect lineup, regardless of what happens there. There's no way Zoms doesn't get out with maybe at least 2 there, right? Perfect lineup. And V1, man, they are losing those gunfights is such a detriment, especially that one against Shazam. Who knows what that opening could have been? Now V1 with the lesser guns are just gonna go straight into the C site, but Sick with a great curveball. The Nebula barely covers out the window and leaves just a tiny gap for Sick to exploit. 6 bullets left, but he's gonna maintain control here with his hot hand. He's gonna take all the time in the world, as he's already picked up 2, and now he's cleared
And
out
a
fully
reality,
this garage
because he
area.
can do
knows
it
that the defenders,
in 4
Sentinels,
bullets.
are gonna have control.
Reload garden, no.
Well, yeah, more or less. Effie's was still trying it. I think he actually got a peek into garage real quick, but he still backed out. Okay, shot from Vanity, but it's Dapper.
They lost
Taken
this
down
round.
immediately and locked.
No chance.
Well, just like that, this round has gone
No
to the
chance.
wayside.
No chance they win this.
Couple of investments from version 1, but it's not exactly efficient for him whatsoever. Now it's just Whippy trying to find at least one of these last few frags. But it's just aim to take him down. Flawless from Sentinels. Only 2 rounds away from pushing things to map 3.
Tiny gap in that Nebula smoke, man. Those are just the differences.
That was cool. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that if that was Omen, that would have never happened. There would have been no gap. I'm advocating for Omen here, but yeah, Astra is a little overpowered in my eyes, but still. Tiny gap opens it up for Sick. He's gonna get a couple kills back to charge up his ultimates. Not too many, but he's 20-11. Definitely heating up still. Finally, it's V1.
Sick.
Who once
That's
more
not the sickly carry
cycle,
guys.
that vicious cycle of no
His
credits
shots
and,
are like
this is a round
so
where
perfect.
if you do end up dropping it, Sentinels have an opportunity to get themselves on a 12. Carpets rolled out for a 3rd map possibly.
I hate
Now we'll
that
join
skin,
the
but
clear here. They've just been running this
he
one
shoots
over and over to try and allow Zoms in this gap here, but Effie's was ready and prepared. Nice opening, and down go the smokes. Down goes the only controller for Sentinels.
त्यहाँ दुईजना छ है controller. 2 smokers.
Tough, at least for Sen. So a whole lot of potential though. Who needs a Sentinels when you have bodies? 3 on A once again. But V1 taking a page out of Sentinel's book. Just going for a little bit more of a default. Wow, ballsy.
Oh my
to say
god.
the least from
Shazam.
NASCAR
मलाई
peak,
मन पर्दैन यो, but
F1 peak.
his shots are good right now. His shot.
Just a quick one though. Just about
Sheesh.
45 seconds left. And V1, they still haven't decided where they even want to go. Inching away over towards that C site, but there's a whole lot of util.
Yeah, there's one trip that'll signify when they've decided to approach in here towards the garage. So what's the routing here from these 2 players? Smokes to go down here momentarily. Hunter's here to try and open things up, but Sick is already in rotation. Dapper in the back is going to try and lock it down. No Zeus is there from the cross. Tens locks one down in the garage.
Flick
It's
yellow
just a
ones with the
crisp
flick.
hold here coming out from Sentinels. 3 players arrived to
That's
the
called
rescue,
flick.
but it was really
I
only needed from
jumps
2
को वाला flick
Sentinels.
भन्दैन.
Now on to map point here to send us to a 3rd, and V1 battling with the lesser credit.
Yes. You can do this, my friend.
Dapper going big again.
Especially split
Zoms.
just I think it's split after this.
Still, I want to see how he is going to be able to affect the rest of this round with the stars, because I think that V1 is just going to try to go for something all out and essentially just corral them if they want. And look at the buy. Look at the buy. It's a smorgasbord of guns.
Yeah,
But
oh
really
my
only 2
goodness.
varieties. Judges and specters going into this round. Still 20 kills back in the hands of 6. So pretty good game thus far from Sentinels. They can close it off in a big fashion. But again, 3 judges. This is all just a little bit of a meme for V1, but let's see if it works. Oh my god, it does! Vanity still getting a kill back onto Sick. Dapper covering up. There goes that Viper's pit.
True,
In the
that's
middle,
not
in the
good.
middle of the pit, Whippy and Vanity all getting kills. The
True,
judges are working.
They are throwing,
2
and
players
that's what
remaining.
happened, okay?
Zoms and Shazam.
Working in it, they are
and they're
throwing.
both completely isolated.
They threw the
Shazam
rounds.
sitting up on the mid side, trying to see if anyone's around. But with that
Threw the
Viper's pit,
round.
never would anyone be in mid. You just want to play around that site. So tight, very up close and personal. Vanity up close again. Has that shotgun, waiting for that smoke to dissipate. As the smoke is about to dissipate, he actually goes back in. But Zoms actually, he just gets that kill right through the pits. Oh my god. Oh, Vanity. There he goes again. And now just around the corner, Whippy with a kill for the judge. Every single kill from version 1 comes out from a judge. And Vanity gets a 3K. Oh.
They threw the round, okay? They threw the round. They are acting like they won the round. No, they Sentinels threw the round. You're just overreacting there.
Okay, please do not tell me this is the way that we start like a
No,
comeback or
that
something
won't happen.
for version 1. I feel like that's too poetic for the type of team that they are.
Dude, that is
Nah,
just
that
that's
won't
so
happen.
powerful. To have a Viper's pit on such a claustrophobic site as well, combo that with the crazy
True.
judges. I mean, the nature of the B site and the ultimate as well combo just works so perfectly in tandem for V1, and in particular, I guess the Vanity Judge, it works so well in V1. If this is the start of a comeback, I will be blown out of the water. Already though, V1
come on, bro. No, that's not a comeback.
Vanity, we know him for this lurk. He's got the Cosmic Divide to support, but he's throwing some stars down. And V1 slowing things down here to a halt. It's Shazam who's only going to be able to accompany count for one player in the cross back, but Sick who's now pushed all the way towards C. All of this information, and Sentinels know the A hit's coming.
And just want to hold a tight angle. Does have. Oh no! Oh no! There you go, Zelsis. I was about to say that one way could definitely help them out, but Tens just gets overwhelmed from the double satchel showstopper. So still now Sentinels, slowly but surely making their way all the way back towards that A site. Just looking at the ulti type situation, you have Sick on that run it back. Still have Penny on the Empress, but that's just a little bit solo. And that Cosmic Divide going up for Zoms is gonna cover up the back short and long side. Everyone just isolated on site. They're trying to shoot out the recon bolt, but they end up going down for it. Dapper takes on Penny. There's still one more in the middle of the site. Zelsis with a quick frag, has to go for more. Dapper and Sick combining, still a kill back, but Whippy gets traded.
What did I say? What did I say just now? They won the round.
And Sentinels, okay, wiping the sweat off their foreheads. They collect up a 13th round. They're moving on to map number 3 to stay alive in the winner's bracket.
Okay.
All right, let's not take things too mellow yellow, as KJ is indeed yellow, not orange. But even then,
the Slorbs
is at a singular core 2 Sentinel. Placed by Whippy. Whippy just kind of has to go with whatever vibe he's feeling, and it looks like that.
So okay, let's look at Sick here. Sick le Phoenix ra says esto khatra khelcha. Oh my god. Just perfect shots haru, just perfect wall haru laउँछ यसले. What can I say? यसमा टेन्स ले खतरा खेल्छ होला. Shazam, Dapper, Sick. Zoms le पनि खतरा खेल्छ होला. They all are good, man. What can I say? यतापट्टि चाहिँ I think Vanity, Effie, and Penny will do it. Zelsis, I don't know. I'm not sure about him. मैले त्यति हेरेकै छैन यिनीहरुको V1 को. Anyways, they're good too.
That's the kind of the slot that they ended up plugging in. But this is the first time the version 1 has ever played without those core 2 Sentinels. In we go though. Map number 3.
Yeah, well, Whippy's going to try and play that, obviously, maybe like a Sentinel when we get to the opposite side, but it's quick here for V1. We saw how mid-centric they were on a set. Well, it's the same thing here early on in this pistol round. 3 players focused up, but that's the advantageous thing is you get this mid-control. Now you've got the opportunity to split back into A or B, and with 2 lurks on both extremities, controllers, that's something maybe we didn't touch on a little bit too much, is with double controllers, you can set up a lot of fakes, and, well, hit seems to be anchored towards this A side as Astra Star's down as well. 3 players ready to burst up in Tens. He's got his back turned. Viper Wall is yet to go up. And V1 are just going to wait. They're going to slowly walk up these ropes, and at a certain point in time, Tens is going to have to find a way to bail himself out of this position.
Shazam. Yeah, Shazam playing up on the jet this time. Yeah, no, I'm as surprised as you are. But even then, the pulse going in. Nobody going to check this angle because of that Viper Wall. Shazam still gets a kill back. Penny, Effie's, Whippy, all collecting frags. Sick is now down to a 1v3. Nobody checking this back, but they get a whole lot of information. Sick line him up, 1-2 kills. Still 25 seconds left on the clock. Vanity just has to extend out onto this site. Somehow land. Sick now at full HP.
Bro, come on, Dapper जस्तै.
He's actually gonna slurp himself. Right off that angle, and Vanity, he drops right into the crosshair of Sick. Sick going for a fake tap. Still just about 6 seconds left. 5 seconds. Sick playing ring around the Rosie. Vanity needs his kill. 1 second. Oh no, buzzer beater, and the knife comes out for Vanity, but the round is still over. Sentinels wins.
Like I told you,
I think
win matters more than kills.
His intentions were with that slow warp is
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't know the exact positioning of where Vanity was going to be, so maybe slow warp's behind him so that if he were to backtrack, he would have heard the sound cue, he would have known that he was in that position. So
Dude,
I've got no idea, but man, another ring around the Rosie to close out a round, and while Sick doesn't get the kill and Vanity gets the
oh my god,
really
they're so annoying.
Got no round to accompanying it. So Sentinels finding themselves the first here, a little bit shaky of a round. It comes down again to a massive 1v3 coming out from Sick. And V1, opting in this round to go for very minimal reinvestments, a frenzy and a couple of sheriffs here or there. But once more, this mid-centric team is going to go back towards mid, and 3 players awaiting them in heaven.
Okay, yeah, this is light work now from these players. Yeah, Heaven, you can't really fight that with these pistols, man. The Spectres so grouped up on the crossfire, and it just gets a little bit worse just off of this cage. And, okay.
Yeah, Spectre is to short range Spectre Sheriff man Spectre.
But still, it's just the eco frags. It's nothing too crazy. But still, Sully.
यति भित्रमा Spectre यहाँदेखि यहाँसम्म Spectre. यो यता माथि त Spectre GG हो.
I mean, that's kind of the thing.
Not even Vandal or Phantom
really
Spectre.
Mentioned all too much. Yeah, no, Tens is taking the back seat now in terms of playing that that Jet. We've seen it before, but what's kind of the methodology of it?
Well, Tens has always been switching between Raze, Reyna, and he's been playing a lot more flex. We said in the very beginning is that he's playing a lot more flex, and on this Reyna, obviously Shazam, who was traditionally the Jet before Tens came into this lineup, is that, well, Tens still in the Reyna can get a lot more impact, right? I feel like you have a lot more faith in him to get a kill, dismiss, and have that kind of security that he can just back out of any fight if he's able to win it. And so I guess that's the methodology. You put Shazam back on Jet, where maybe Silva isn't as useful on this map. So Tens opting to take the Reyna. Sick, obviously, who is traditionally our other duelist, up the Sage. It's kind of just a very small switch, but having Tens on the Reyna is always going to be just as deadly as if you were going to be playing that Jet off.
Tens on Reyna equals 2.
Yeah, potentially so, but again, we'll see that come into more effective, I'd like to think, a little bit later. Especially with Shazam playing more of that pivot between mid and A Heaven. Those are very much hot spots for those ops, but okay, quick interaction already over towards A main. Nobody goes down instead it's Tens over towards mid, just catching one completely off the lurk. And what is V1 even going for? They've left the spike completely up and completely up in mid. Shazam almost had a chance to completely isolate the spike, but instead Effie's and Zelsis still going up over towards the Heaven side, catching up 2 frags, both being successful. Now it just comes down to Zoms essentially. Now in the 1v4, pulls him back with a gravity well. Winning up with that cross, 20 seconds left, Nova pulls in, and now Zoms is just coming. Yeah, no. Oh, what? I thought Zoms was isolated! Zoms is still going for more! How does he get 2 kills off that? Dapper long range with that Spectre, gonna be able to get 146 HP left on Zelsis. Dapper can do this! Zelsis out in the open! The Spectres win the 2v4! What?
Not again, man.
That's what I like about Dapper. Diffuse गर्नु छ नि त्यहाँ टीब्याग गर्दै बसिरहेछ
त Do your dance. Do your dance. Yeah, get it, Dapper. Yes, sir.
You deserve it.
That was why, yeah. He's still going for more.
Yeah, you deserve it, man.
No way Sentinels wins that one out. V1 is done for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah,
oh my god, Jumps.
Another huge
I told you, Jumps is pretty good.
Back, dude. Dapper and Zoms, man, they've just got this gene of clutching. I don't know what's happening here, but huge. This spray transfer, it's even if Vanity was maybe at full HP, it's a straight headshot and a body shot after. So, dude, I mean, that is crazy from Zoms on that spray transfer. In V1, I didn't even know what the idea was from the get-go. Vanity playing with the spike.
That was their buying round,
his
man.
entire team is pressed up towards A-Ram. He was banking on they win that fight and he can make that dash in the elevator. A gamble from V1, and unfortunately, I guess it doesn't pay off just because of one player, Zoms, holding the line and the Dapper there to clean it up. Don't know what's going on here, but man, Sentinels firing on all cylinders here early on splits.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, V1, they're not exactly done. I did say that they would be a little bit weaker for the next 2 rounds, or they're almost completely done. I said that. It's a little bit unfortunate that I did, because I might have to eat my words. You still have the Spectres out alongside a Sheriff. The hands of V1, so they still have a fighting chance. If they want to fight up over towards B Heaven, they have to fight on a plethora of bodies, and also alongside some util, but they've backed out a little bit.
You can see Zoms is now posted back up because V1 have gone this mid area. So again, you rely on just Shazam here to find a kill towards a main, dash out, but the only way he can dash is into possibly opposition towards elevator if there were, but thankfully no one there. V1 have opted to instead approach the other side. Zealous is going to get spotted out by the trip. When do the rotations come? And thing is that with V1 in this mid control, they really don't have to commit. They can bail at any time. That quick transition back to A is so easy. With Penny finding an opening, the wall going up, it's 100% a commit here.
Oh, Zelsis is finding out that interaction. Still sick in the back line, and with that Phantom, can't get anything done. So man advantage now for version 1. You still have Zoms and Shazam. Only making their way back in. Shazam with a good angle. Takes down Penny. There's still one close right below him. I do like this isolated position from Whippy, though, but he's not going to be able to help out Effie's at all. He also has a revive, but he's almost just completely isolated. He's just on the spike. Nobody knows that he's here. You get a cheeky one, but Shazam takes him down. 23 HP. It's a very tall task for Whippy. Still playing around the pillar. A body shot onto Shazam would do it. Indeed, it does. And Zoms has it. Right from around the corner. Sentinels, they dodge a massive bullet.
Yeah, got a little bit heated there. Certainly, Zoms, of course, having to pull the team out in a 1v1. Another clutch.
Zoms is feeling himself right now.
4-0 here
He's
for
so
Sentinels
good right now. He's doing so good right
now. They had a very costly round, right? Sentinels, they've been winning rounds, Gus, but
it's all mentality.
such a massive Sick is going to have no opportunity to get a gun. He's going to have to receive a drop if even at all possible. Shazam has gone for the operator.
First match
I mean, they've emptied their pockets in this round. They've been able to accommodate buys because some players have a little bit more credits than others, but no matter what here, Sentinels have got pretty much no credits left over here. So if they were to lose this round, V1 can reset them, and then further down the line, they've got a chance to pull things back here in this half. It's very early days, and Sentinels and economy management has definitely gone out the window due to the damage of V1.
Still a long road, but you can trust in V1. Take back a couple of rounds in this half, but it all starts here. The Sentinels, again, they have them right where they want them. They completely isolate the mid side. They have heavy attention towards the choke points of these areas, and not only that, but still eyes over in B main and in A main. Not spotting anything yet.
Yeah, wall going up as well. Now it's been broken. The idea was force them back to that A side. Shazam is just waiting with an operator. Instead, V1 will break that wall now open up at least another avenue. And that's kind of the whole goal of this mid play, is that because you have mid, you want to be able to transition between A or towards B, and the wall is to obtrude them or try and force them back to the A side, which it does. It has ultimately done that. Zoms in this position has got to focus on multiple angles. One coming from A main, possibly up the ramp, the other from elevator. It's tricky business here, but Shazam is going to offer support with this operator, but he has to hit his shots.
Let's see it. That first contact. Yeah, that one's easy. Whippy with a slow walk. Right in front of him. 17 seconds left. They have to boot on the Jets. The eye's going to be able to go down. Shazam! So goes back. Opportunity for the Glide, but he can still go for more. Takes down Penny. These players are isolated. 8 seconds left. There's more players from Sentinels to deal with, and the round is over. These last two players are an elbow. And Celsius still gets the kill back. Shazam gets it. And Celsius goes down after time. 5-0.
How many rounds have been won just from time in this series? Like 4, dude. I cannot believe Shazam locks it down that well. 5 shots and 4 kills. Immaculate coming out from Shazam to just hold that position. I said he needed to hit his shots. He did more than just hit his shots. He stopped the entire stampede. He had the confidence to take that repeat when there were possibly 3 or more players ready to barge into that site. Huge props to Shazam for locking it down. And well, Sentinels, they do lose a whole lot of players. They have put V1 back on Rico, and he has a chance to reset, but Sick going down almost immediately. They've lost full mid control here.
They've done that a couple of times, but this time they decided to fight. But look what they do in response to it. Taking up full B main control. Ends up close and personal, and you might actually want to look for a lurk. Nobody in heaven. This is a complete change of what Sentinels have been playing around B with. Completely abandoning that area. But okay, V1. They get the information and they're backing off. Tens could have himself a couple of freebies.
Oh, and this is the danger of being Arena, as you get 1 kill, Gus, and you can immediately dismiss. He's got 2! Didn't even want to go for the dismiss. He got a little bit selfish there, but it doesn't matter because there's still Dapper here on the site.
And Dapper instantly with a camera. Ekes out, takes down Whippy, still one up top, and he knows he's there. And right off the ping, Effies has a runaway, and the knives from Shazam, taking out both Penny and Effies. Penny again. Whippy still one up top, and he knows he's there. Instantly with a camera. Eeks out, takes down Whippy. Still one up top, and he knows he's there. And right off the ping, Effie's has a runaway, and the knives from Shazam. Taking out both Penny and Effie's. Penny again.
I don't hate Shazam, but I don't like him either.
Lurking out over towards the mid side. Sentinels does not care. All of the players win out their initial battles, except for the battle in mid. And version 1 certainly looking worse for wear.
I don't dislike him.
I won't lie, I was indeed a little bit worried after they lost mid control, but you said it perfectly. Is that in reaction to that, they just decided, okay,
that's what
we have
happened.
mid, we'll just take B main and
But
10s. Just sat there. He got one kill. He could have dismissed, but
because he
said, I want to
snitched
mow them all
on
out. 6-0
steal, but
here for Sentinels. A very clean start so far. V1
पहिला कति वर्ष अगाडि म
बच्चै
भएको बेलाको कुरा
It's just all over Matt, man. He's going to take another fight down towards mid. Gets a kill, dismisses, and resets. This is perfect from him. There's an Astra Star literally waiting to support him.
Nice.
And Tens is just able to go safe alongside a Sage Wall. Okay, great discipline. Both players, they go back over towards that stairs side. They completely abandon Heaven. And if these players from V1 actually do want to make their way through, they have zero information on who's actually here. You know that there's at least 2, but they still have the crossfire back and the hands of Dapper in sight. Dapper, no more camera though. Doesn't have eyes on B main just yet.
Tens, he could do this again. Just one kill, instant dismiss away, and he's being offered minimal support. Oh, what a grab! Pulls them back, but he's not gonna find a kill. And once more, it's on to Dapper.
Oh, Dapper! Tries to take down the tries to take down the eye, but instantly flicks over towards Whippy. Still Penny with a frag back. Sick has the angle. Slow orb for slow orb. Playing too crazy just yet. 3v3. It's V1 mostly with control of the B site.
30 seconds
okay, that Cosmic Divide is gonna save up a whole lot of time. There you go. That's one part of the step. That's one part of the puzzle that they just were missing. But Sick, there you go. He sticks around for long enough. Just like that, it's a 2v3.
Spike will be going down here, but the utility is not present here for at least V1, and they're just gonna wait for the divide to go down. No, they're gonna go for a quick burst. Penny with a third, and he gets out of dodge.
Player standing.
Get the hell out of dodge. It's gonna be the same thing for Effie's. Just play around with a little bit of time. Heals up right behind the Cosmic Divide. They're trying to clear up pretty much everything. They clear up the other side of the pillar. Shazam finally going for that diffuse, and it's in the middle of the cloud. Spray down from Effie's. Has to spray transfer into Zoms. This was looking good for V1, but Sentinels finds a way back again.
Unfortunately, that Cosmic
Tensले अलिकति धेरै नै रिस्क लियो के
for V1. Zomzy decides
That's
to
what I'm
pull
saying,
out
but
of his own.
he is good, so he can
splitting
take
across
those
that
risks.
entire site. I mean, he isolates
So
the
that
player.
was
He
a
knew
bad
one was
choice.
coming from B main. You split. You kind of get them in a
You won
1v1.
that, so
They had the
his
1v1
adrenaline
here
was
against
Dapper.
Penny, which was
See that
huge.
Dapper.
You split. You kind of get them in a 1v1.
Dapper.
And they had the 1v1 here against Penny, which was huge.
I could never do that.
Dapper again. Able to at least get one kill. I mean, that's a position where it feels like you shouldn't get anything. You've got a Leer in your face. You're nearsighted. You've got nowhere to look. But he's still able to muster one. V1 definitely taking a huge hit, but they've got 3 ultimates lined up, 2 being pretty major. The Showstopper, the Viper's Pit, the post plans.
Wait, Dapper ne kole
He
mara.
isolates the player. He knew one was placement. Main, but Dapper kind of get them into 1v1s, and they had the 1v1 here against up 2.
Yep. Khatra.
Just not looking all too situation. They funneled it. It's a formula. It's as formulaic as you can get, and potentially might be the same. But they went out mid control again, though. There's actually 2 players here, but Shazam goes right outside the nebula as attack pause subsides.
Now Tens is here to reinforce. You don't expect both of your duelists to be kind of in the same area when Tens and Shazam are playing so split apart. So you don't expect a second rifler here, and it's Tens. So he gets a kill, dismisses. Shazam offers that support. It's a deadly duo here, and Shazam lining up this operator. It's gonna prevent Vanity, or apologies, yeah, Vanity from trying to support the rest of his 2 teammates. And
yeah, no one's watching.
Here the drop. Vanity might get caught out, and yes, he does. Tens able to remove him from the field of play. Viper will off, but it's a clean up here by Sentinels, and yeah, it is now just Sick, but a 4v2 and rotations are coming in quick.
Penny, okay, and alongside Whippy, they
Game
had a great start. And along Penny, okay, and alongside Whippy, they had a great start. Penny somehow getting himself a second over towards that back line. But a very cheeky spot closes things out again. That was Sick in a good spot. 8-0. And that time, V1 didn't have much to work with, so that's at least a little bit more momentum back in their favor. And look at the ultis now. It's almost fully ready for both of these teams. Almost.
Yeah, only one that's kind of far off is Vanity and obviously Zombs, who used their Cosmic Divide earlier. The heavy lane, V1. This is the first time where we really haven't seen a focus towards mid. It's just going to be Vanity who's lined up stars to try and help him out. And they are scared of this operator. You can see how many stars they've committed just to ensure that they don't lose an early player. Sig will throw it down early. Wall goes out, and Celsius slowed down. The blast pack doesn't get as much space as maybe he would have wanted. And Sentinels, for the time being, a strong control here towards A if Celsius loses this fight.
Oh, but Celsius, sharp off the elevation, getting a big one. But look at Sick. Up close and personal, wants to fight this. He actually wants to go right into the Cosmic Divide. Celsius is up top. He wants to get a revive right in the middle. What is going on? Sick. I think he's pinched off by the wall. He would have to take down one of the spots. Oh, potentially more space. He was just trying to stay in the middle of the nebula. But still picks up a teammate, so very awkward, at least from a caster side of things. But even then, still back. Shazam catching up that rotation from V1. It's fast, it's furious. There's still two players back over towards stairs. Shazam still holding it down. This side is all his. Shazam not gonna be able to get a third. Instead now, still playing around pivot. That cage goes down, has a good angle. Bang gets a fourth. One more remaining. Six stills the ace, but Shazam, the guardian of the B site.
That is just outrageous from Shazam to do that again. 2 times he's done that in this game, and both on opposite sides. But you have to give credit to Dapper. I mean, that cage that he threw up to give Shazam the millisecond to reposition. Look at this. You see the dash. Cage went up there, and that's how he's able to reposition. Give props where props are due. Shazam gets his, but Dapper was instrumental in keeping Shazam alive and allowing him to pivot. 9-0 for Sentinels. We should just call them the Splintinels at this point, because dude, it is their map. It is their map.
Right, got the Shazam 17-3. Oh my god, Shazam is kicking, man. He's feeling himself.
Sentinels, we should just call them the Splintinels at this point, because dude, it is their map. It is their map.
The Splintinels. Okay. All right. Oh my god, Shazam. Yeah, go for it again from downtown. Can't take down a second. Effie's instead picking a penny, and again Shazam misses out. Very uncharacteristic, and it leaves the site wide open. And Zombs in the back line decides to fight. Still 10s right up top. Okay, with that Viper's pit, covers up a whole lot of space. Sick trying to go for the frag onto Whippy, but Whippy ends up taking it down right in the middle of the snake bite too. So just getting more and more damage done. And 10s walks right into Whippy again. 1v2. Dapper, can he pull that magic? The spike is very fresh going down, and Dapper heard the spike going down, specifically in the position. But V1 finally have a round back. A couple of missed shots on the A site, but V1 made it fast. This is the pace that we were missing out from version 1. This team has the fire, and only now did they show it.
Yeah, I love how they played around that Viper's pit. I mean, at first I was like, Whippy threw that really far out, but you saw, if you kind of rewatch that round, it forced everybody to go around towards Elbow to wrap around that sharp corner, and Whippy just dumped snakebite after snakebite to try and delay them. So V1, off of a little bit of help from the Viper's ultimates, were able to clean up the round, but ultimately it was a very nice execution. You overwhelmed Shazam, who couldn't find that second shot, unfortunately. Still, it's Sentinels with an immaculate lead, 8 rounds over their opponents. V1 still a long way to go to at least try and recover this half. We're down to the last 2 rounds, and you know, at this point, I think anything other than an 11-1 scoreline would most certainly be helpful.
They need to help themselves. Do a couple of rounds and a couple of fractures. Shazam!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, he's on the prowl for kills, man. Getting out of his way. Just pick up a singular lockdown over in ramp in 10s. A good angle onto Penny, but that grab well ends up taking it completely out of the equation.
Okay.
Oh man, that satchel! What? Ends up taking it completely out of the equation. Oh man, that satchel! Whoa! Whoa! Sick from nowhere! From the mid side, picking up 3 frags. Vanity is the last remaining in a 1v4. Coming in from B main. There's a tripwire right next to him, and he has to jump to even get anything done. But Shazam is there in a good angle. Again, it was sort of comical. I think there was a satchel that ended up blasting one of their own teammates back into mid. But as funny as that was, that might have actually helped Sick get more frags. Like, that's insane. Sentinels locked it completely down. They gave up control.
Yeah, I think the whole point of that satchel was when I think it was Zelsis that hit the trip, and he was like, I don't want to get sprayed from the middle of B main. We have no one in B main. So he tried to blast back his way out of there, but I think ultimately like forced like his teammate behind him as well into the open arms of Sick, and that's what happened with that double exchange. And now with this last round, Gus, it's funny in that one, but I mean, there's nothing to laugh about here. If you're V1, quick pull straight into heaven. What can they really do here? Already, Cage goes up to delay. Dapper's got all of that space. It's Tens here who is alone, but again, he has that dismiss and he can easily dip out straight into B-man if he wants, but he wants to stick around.
Instant dismiss, but he's still going for more frags. Gonna be able to get one, so a second dismiss, and he's going for 3. Tens! Lining up 3, making a 4th. Why not Tens? Well, Tens and Shazam having big rounds here on the B site in version 1, going down with a whimper. 1-11. And this game is essentially done if Sentinels end up winning out this pistol.
Big F.
Same
So
first
far,
round में जस्ते भयो
whichever team is at a deficit at the half, the other team is always able to pick up the pistol round. So you're hoping here maybe that pattern remains for V1. Sentinels, though, it's flawless. This is what you expected from them in maybe map number 1. Well, they're brought in map 2 and map number 3. Better late than never, if you ask me. No revenge tour just yet in lower bracket. That is if V1 can't pull the comeback. Keep in mind, this is the team that's... Well, this was the team that did pull an 11-1 comeback, so not all hope is lost.
लागेपछि लागेको लाइ हुन्छ
Why not do it again? Is this the same map too? Okay. All right. Version 1. Let's go. All right. History calls in the biggest stage for them thus yet. Couple of frenzies to try to help them out, but they're getting overwhelmed in heaven. But great stuff off that slow orb, and Effie's gets an isolated one onto Tens, but they're still trying to fight very aggressively.
Yeah, that wall is going to be a thing we see so commonly.
Yet, but couple of frenzies to try to help them out, but they're getting overwhelmed in heaven. Couple of frenzies to try to help them out, but they're getting overwhelmed in heaven. But great stuff off that slow orb, and Effie's gets an isolated one onto Tens, but they're still trying to fight very aggressively.
Yeah, that wall is going to be a thing we see so commonly just thrown out at the very start of a round to kind of give them the instant control towards mid. And, well, it worked out here, but he's still given avenue, and Penny, this should be his kill 100%. Yeah, there it is. Penny is going to maintain elevator control, split it now to a 3v4, and Zealous is just waiting around that corner. How many bait and switches have we seen? Well, there's another one here for split. And now Sick and Shazam, the last 2 remaining. However, they have felt like they've been the most impactful, so we'll see what they can get out of this one.
Potentially so. Vanity looking to shut down at least one of them, and Dee gets it. Right back from Shazam. Shazam, let's see it, baby. 1v4 down to a 1v3.
It wouldn't be the first one from this team.
No, absolutely not.
30
be like
seconds left.
The 5th, mainly.
Something like
Shazam. Shazam. Playing around, he only has a singular updraft to really help him. Oh, okay, the fake! Still tries to go for the kill onto Whippy, but that's it. Version 1. Double their score line to open up the second half.
One headshot is all it would need from that Ghost with no armor Shazam. He had to like hit a double think instantly and pray that Whippy misses one headshot and hits a body instead. But there it is, V1. They pick up the pistol. You know, comeback is cooking. Comeback is cooking. You never know what could happen here. Sentinels still with a pretty big lead. Don't get me wrong. 9 rounds, and of the 9, only 2 of them have to go right. Can't imagine this comeback being pulled off, but I don't want to count V1 out at all. Now that they got the bye, you just need to build up maybe a little bit of momentum and put Sentinels in that atrocious cycle of the economy. And Effie's has already kicked us off with 1 and low HP on Shazam as well, but he will be healed up momentarily.
Just a slow burn for Sentinels as they again pulling a page out of the V1 book. Just fighting up for mid side again. Oh, okay, that knife up close. Actually baiting out Zelsis a little bit. Almost could have been exactly what they wanted, but that Nova Pulse doesn't catch anyone. They blow up the wall. Penny is here. In a pretty good spot. That Satchel blowing him back too. And down goes the wall. Penny alongside Zelsis looking to frag out. And Effie's is now here to help out too. Spike is down right towards the mid side. Again, you can't let this get too dangerous. Want to keep up that economy. Still Tens and Dapper alive.
Tens is at full HP plus some with the overheal. He's being pulled in. The Sheriff though is deadly, and unfortunately he is dead. Zelsis with a quick 3k cleanup, charging up that showstopper.
No worries, no worries.
Nice and clean from V1, like you said. You don't want to lose as many
round.
players. You want to keep yourself disciplined, ensure you have a guaranteed bonus going into this round, which they will have now. And Sentinels are thereby back. It's a very small margin of error for V1, so you hope that with this bonus round, they can not only win it, but keep, again, as many players alive to keep the economy going.
It's proficient. At least for now, this is their biggest obstacle yet. This is where Sentinels can certainly stretch away and take back this game almost entirely. But we'll look at this now. We talked about Star Wars before, and now it's just a plethora of early util over towards the B main and mid area. Sentinels not exactly falling trapped to it. They do have that lurker over on A, one of the purveyors of it, one of the pioneers of even going for A lurk off Sentinel. Dapper there, Penny right around the corner.
Beautiful.
Instant dismiss. Clinical from Penny, and he's out of there.
Yeah, and Shazam is looking for that trade, but now maybe he's a little bit overcommitted to this fight. You go down, you lose more ground. Penny's got a second. He's out of dismisses, but man, that's really all you needed. A one-way as well to support him. The A site's been given up, but you've got 2 picks. You've taken down the 2 heavy hitters. Your duelist, Tens and Shazam both gone. It's a 5v3.
Dapper, he lines up one. Penny almost fell into that same trap. The Penny sound Dapper right through the smoke from behind it. Sick and Zoms. These 2 players have broken some ankles already. Can they do it again? Zoms is up close. He just wants to get that damage in and allow his teammate to just wait out time. Penny around. 2 players still laying. Sword is gonna delay so much time, and it's a great angle. Vanity still with that Spectre. But Sick running out of bullets.
They could have
punches it away. That was a man advantage for version 1. And it's out and away. 12-3. Sentinels are 1 round away from closing out the BO3.
Oh, that is a huge recovery from Sentinels. Down at a 5v3 with both your duelists gone, but the core 3, Sick, Zoms, and Dabbers really all you needed here. Penny did such great work here, but they knew Shazam was going to be on that chase, and I think they maybe overcommitted those players, lost control, and Zoms was just really good timing as well in that 2v1. It's now Sentinels up 12-3, timing as well in that 2v1. It's now trolling. Zombie up 12. What can they do here? 3 match series and advancement point to the winner semifinals. What can they do here, V1? The damage was dealt in the last round, but you need to pounce on it here, as Shazam will take all of that early space. But on the other side, V1, they've got all of B main.
All of B main, but it's not exactly coming into too heavy of an effect. Nobody from Sentinels is there, not even paying attention to it, but they have to pay attention to it right after. There goes in that satchel from Zelsis. Showstopper in, has to clear out at least one of these angles. It's a 50-50, and no, he blasted right into mid. Tens could be here for that trade back, but no, doesn't get it.
Now Shazam is going to take, or give a sound cue. He's given a very tiny sound cue, but it's V1 who haven't taken any fall for it. Zelsis up here using his really own gun. Was the showstopper. Now he just got a little itty bitty pistol, but another Astra grapple. This is a lot of damage and a beautiful swing for both Eppies and Zelsis up top. But the revive back into play. Dapper with that late lurk after the wall has been broken. It's a 5v2, and Sentinels are paving their way to the semifinals.
And so overwhelming. Sentinels come out from every crevice possible to make their way into the B site, and now it's just done. Whippy throwing in a snake bite. He's behind a cosmic divide. 12 HP. Sentinels just watching up that drop. Whippy essentially just delaying his downfall, but he doesn't exactly want to give up. That's the winner spirit. Version 1 essentially has to keep up that spirit for that losers bracket, because now it's just starting to get rough. That Astra still has more util. They're blowing it in. Whippy waiting up for a couple of pixels. A shot to the head from Sick finishes it off. Sentinels, they pull it back from a 1-0 deficit up to 2-1. And just like that, Sentinels are only 2 best of 3s away from Iceland.
There you go, man. That's the Sentinels we know and love.
They would win it. Oh, so anyone's watching me? Anyone's watching with me? No one? Okay. यो चाहिँ हेर्नु मन थियो मलाई है, यो पनि हेर्नु मन थियो FPX सँग. Which one should I watch now? Yeah, एकदम भोलि पनि छ हेर्नु पर्ने, so
all of the
watch this
competitive
tomorrow.
matches that at least that I have seen. I would have to quickly check the stats, but I don't believe that we have seen them on anything else.
Anyways, guys, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun today. Hey, wasn't that fun? I liked it. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. As a Kiliena, we didn't play anything today, but we watched some funny videos, some dark ones, and well, tournament. So yep, thank you guys for joining. It was fun and everything, but yep, let's hope my hand gets well soon so I can play again. It's been hurting me since like a week ago. I should have taken more rest before. Anyways, thank you guys for joining till now. I don't think anyone's joining right now, but anyways, thank you guys for joining. And भोलि पनि म राति नै आउँछु होला. And let's hope my hand gets recovered fast. Yep. So okay, alright. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow around 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So yep. See you guys later. And hope you have a great day, and wish you guys have a great day tomorrow, and stay safe, and take precautions. Okay, take precautions, because 200 people died today, so that's a big number when you see yesterday, because it was just only 100, around 100, but today is 200, and US had 200, around below 400 deaths, so that's not a good thing for a country like Nepal to have 200 deaths per day. That would be, oh my god, that would be overwhelming. That would be a lot. So thank you guys for joining till late, and please stay safe and take precautions, guys. I just don't want anyone to die, anyone to get sick. What do you mean die? That's way above what I'm trying to say. Just, I don't want anyone to get sick, guys. Please don't get sick, please, guys. I'm just saying it again, but please don't take any risk, man. Drink water, drink plenty of water. Take steams if you have nasal problems, and stay safe. Sanitize your hands time to time, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, see you guys. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.